Evening, everyone. How's it going? It is Friday, the 12th of October. Oh no, it's supposed to be November. I got my dates completely wrong. I've done this a couple of times, and I apologize. But anyways, welcome to the program, everybody. We're here till about 10 o'clock. Then we've got Benny Mack talking smack to the till he gets bored. Wasn't on last night. Did a text-based show. That was a flop, but exciting what technology will do. I mean, it was like talking to AI, but really bad, cheap Russian AI. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How you going, Benny? Good?
I am doing good. I am excited. I mean, it's pretty great to be back in October. It means we've got a whole lot more summer to enjoy. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, so am I. October feels good. It feels right, doesn't it?
Oh, it feels good. I'm wearing my Fortune sunglasses that have been thankfully supplied to us. There's the branding there. Yeah, and I feel fortunate to be able to protect my eyes from my future because it looks so damn bright.
Yeah, man, you got to wear shades. I'm with you. Okay, so we've got a very special guest coming up very shortly, around 10 past, 7 minutes time. We're speaking to Edwin Judd. He's a singer-guitarist of a band called The Rooms. And I've been seeing these guys popping up on gigs, but let's know the backstory to that guy and how much does Edwin actually love music. I'm figuring he loves music, but he seems like a very interesting guy, very cool guy. I've had fellow musicians going, so you're interviewing Edwin tonight. How cool is that? So they are definitely tuning in. You can make a comment by just commenting on the comment section. Throw any question you want up there for Edwin, and we'll put that question to him when he joins the program in about 7 minutes time. What did you get up to last night, Ben?
Oh, had an early night, mate. I did. I had an early night. I thought this was a great opportunity for me to catch up on sleep, be a responsible adult, get you 8 hours of sleep. I hit the hay early, and I tell you, it was a great night. So I checked out the text chat. I did have a quick look at the text chat. I saw, was it J-Lo? Was J-Lo chatting?
Something like that. J-Lo was on there, yes. Amongst, yeah. Hey, so the Rooms have just messaged us, and they've just said, hey, boys. Hey, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's going to be a good night tonight. Yeah. I like talking music, and I like that we've got a lot of space on the show to actually talk about music and really get into it, unpack it slowly. And all these guys have got great stories, so yeah, let's do that. That'll be really
So what's
good.
the story? No, we haven't got our co-host tonight. No Sophia Mantell joining us tonight.
Sophia is taking the night off tonight. She needed 2 in a row, but she's back on Saturday, so we'll be having her. We've got that woman, the political kind of reporter, Chantel.
Yes.
Chantel. She's going to join us on the show tomorrow night.
Oh, it's going to be solid.
All for the freedom. Hello, David J. O'Connor. It's nice to
Chantel Brown. Is that the one?
Good too. Chantel Brown, yeah.
Oh, mate, that's going to be huge. She's one of the most, I guess you'd say, prolific freedom fighter journalists in the country at the moment. She's really going full ham, isn't she?
Sure is, man. And she's got a lot of views. She just puts up any kind of post and it's got 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people watching it. So obviously I want some of that gold dust to rub out on this kind of little show here.
Very innovative,
nice?
Very innovative indeed. I understand that she is the daughter of a politician.
Which one?
Oh, mate, you're going to have to do some researching and find out the finer points of the what do they call them? The idiosyncrasies of the situation. But yeah, I believe that it's yeah. Let me have a look. Let me see what I can pull up.
Yeah, okay. Wow, I had no idea. Friday night, how's everybody going? I've just finished a couple of Heinekens and I'm going to chew back a couple more before 10 o'clock tonight. The kids are watching some TV show on Netflix. What's the one about the games?
Squid Games.
Yeah, 100 Games, not Squid Games. Holy moly. And Yeah. So there's the waft of popcorn through the house. Squid Game, she's a little bit too rough, I think, for the kids. Most definitely.
She's the daughter of Leighton Baker, who led the New Conservative Party in the last election. That's the party that was founded by Colin Craig. This is according to David Farrier.
All right, so it didn't go anywhere, right?
I think we should get David Farrier on the show, because I tell you, he is very opposed to any of these freedom protesters or media organisations.
So he just likes good old TV1, TV3.
He fucking loves it, eh? Yeah.
And that's about it. That's all he likes.
He's a webworm, and yeah, he's very opinionated, and
yes.
he's quite powerful, actually. I think you'll find.
Madge Photography, New Zealand. Yes, looking forward to this interview. I'm ready to go. So Edwin, just log on, mate, and let's do this. Give us yourself a good old hearty introduction, and we'll get this interview going. Friday, I don't know what are we going to be like tonight. Friday, she's a little bit slow because people. What have you got there?
Mate, that's a special dessert type pie that I'll actually be. I'm looking for a smaller spoon because I just want to sort of, let it last quite a while.
Good on you, mate. All right, our special guest here. We'll come back and bring you back in very shortly, Mr. Fact Checker Benny Mack, who will star throughout the show tonight, checking this interview, and also he's got open line talkback from 10 o'clock tonight. Edwin, welcome to the program. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. Thank you so much for having me. I'm actually slightly jealous over that pie, Benny.
Yeah.
Mate, just had dinner, no dessert.
Pals, good on you. What is that? Is that the new one? The new Pals?
Yeah, the mango pineapple and soda.
Oh, lovely. Excellent.
That's good, mate. That's going to be the drink.
Well, thank you very much. Hey, I just wanted to say happy birthday for the other day.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good one. The weather gods smiled on me for the day, so it was beautiful. Got in the sunshine.
Did you find a park and all that type of stuff? Or?
No, we just chilled at home. We got a really nice deck, so we just sunk a few cold ones. We have a new kitten, so we're just like chilling with that. Had some good food, cheesecake for breakfast.
I love that.
Happy days, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely happy days. Well, it's good to catch up with you and find out all about you. I do a lot of social media for hospitality sites, and in particular for Anthology Lounge.
Oh,
and
cool.
Yeah, so I've seen, that's where I was first introduced to you guys. I know there's a lot of you in the band The Rooms, and fascinating story. I was wondering if you could just tell us the story of how that band came together, what your story was, right from the start.
Right from the start, actually, I have a quick side story about our band.
Take me where you want to go. Let's do it.
Hilarious. So it's like one of our favorite venues to play at the moment, but we have never headlined. We've played there, I think Logan's in the chat. I think it's 6 times, and we've supported every single time. So we're seeing if we can make it to the double digits just for a laugh.
Awesome.
But yeah, for the band, man. Where do I start? I'm from a town called Tuaco, about like 50 minutes south. Tiny little town, but I moved up to Auckland maybe 6 years ago, potentially.
Good.
And I was just kind of doing music in the solo kind of realm and had my own little side project. And I actually met Logan at a poker game through a friend of ours. And that was in Pukekohe. And we just started yarning and talking a bit of music and stuff. And we were like, man, jam sometime. And then boom shakalaka, we had a jam. Started the kind of little solo project of mine. And we kept going. It was super cool. But I kind of didn't want to have my name on the front of it. I wanted to have a band where everyone's putting all their creative juices all equally. So we scrapped that idea and found a couple more members. Me and Miro, we knew each other through like a mutual friend. So he went to Strathallan and I went to Tuaco College. And our mutual friend was just like, oh man, you guys should meet up one day for a jam, just hang out and stuff and see what's cooking. And man, 4 years went past, and I never met him. And then I went
4 years.
Yeah, I know. I went to a gig at Ding Dong Lounge where Miro was playing with his other band, Deadbeat Boys. They're like a wicked punk band. Shout out to the boys. And yeah, I looked at him across the room after his gig, and I was just like, man, I know you from somewhere. Like, got that familiar face going on. And we nailed it on the head. Found out where we knew each other from. We're like, oh man, let's have a jam sometime. And we did. We started learning some covers actually, and started doing some duo work. And then,
Sweet.
And then, yeah, kind of just put him into the band eventually. And then Sam Bartels, who's in the chat as well. Mr. Bartels, he gave us the number for Ronaldo, our bass player. And that was our 4th member. And here we are today.
Well, it seems like a who you know type thing as well. And a little bit of luck putting things together like this, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
You've got to network as a musician.
Bit of fate, yeah. And it's the old New Zealand music scene's quite small as well, so word gets out quick and you meet a lot of people really fast.
How would you describe your music?
We usually go with stir fry, nice tasty stir fry, but yeah, we kind of pride ourselves on every song just picking different flavors, just like real left field, just 180ing like every single song that we kind of put out, especially on our last album. If you've given it a listen, it's full of nice exotic things, bit of Middle Eastern, bit of reggae, bit of pop, rock and roll, you name it, mate.
Wow, it's like a smorgasbord of sound there.
That's the one.
Yeah, and have you always been into the guitar? Are you a multi-musician, or are you kind of like a specialist?
I dabble. Miro is the freak. He's got problems, that boy. He plays a lot of things. But I'm just solely a guitarist. I just slap the rhythm most of the time. But I love singing. That's my main thing in the band. But I've been playing guitar since I was like 10 years old. I think was when I got my first guitar for Christmas. Chose that over an RC hovercraft. that was a good choice. But I got my keys. I actually just bought those not even a week ago. Absolutely shocking. Can't play them to save my life, mate. I can play you Mary Had a Little Lamb if you want.
That's about it. We'll do that a bit later on. Tone TNT says not to mention a KFC ad. What is that? You've been in an ad for KFC? Yeah, so our song Lifetime off of our last album got chosen for the KFC 50th anniversary campaign. Cool. So if you've seen all that on TV and stuff, you'll be hearing our song. Get the craving for them wings, man. Oh, absolutely. I mean, come on. It's KFC, for God's sake.
I know. It was such a good spot. We were so stoked about it as well. And, like, coming out of lockdown, you know how KFC was just, like, super popular? So it was just a match made in heaven for us. Excellent. Is it? Where do you want to take the band? Obviously, you want a headline now, and you need to get some momentum behind you. Have you worked out, like, how do you find that momentum? Do you have to sign with anyone big if you're not signed already? Or what's the next go-to thing to really push this band to the next level? And what is the next level for you guys? Man, I don't know. It's a bit foggy. Like, I really want to get onto the festival circuit. The boys are really, really keen to just play some bigger stages and bigger crowds. And then on the other hand, we want to get some like management or a label or something, but it's just got to be the right fit. You know, we're not gonna rush into it and just make sure it's the right fit. But the long game, we definitely want to play overseas, Australia, Europe, you name it, do some tours and stuff. That's the dream for any musician, as you can imagine. But small steps. We'd love. We're supposed to go over to Australia, me and Miro, just to scope out the scene, kind of thing, over in Melbourne, over when the first lockdown came around, and we had everything planned out and stuff. We were just going to go make some connections, and went down the drain. Fuck. I know. Just the worst. Bugger, man. And like, we've just had some festivals that have got cancelled. Like, we're supposed to play the Festival of Lights this year, Okura Forest Festival, and like heaps of other mean gigs that have just fell through. But next year, mate, is going to be the one. I was like, kind of like, if LAB can do it, you know, like they put in the hard yards and to hear their story. You think, totally. and the way they're being received throughout the country, and the way they specifically have got radio play, and music videos, and constantly, like even rock stations are playing LAB. Yeah. And they don't do a lot of marketing. You know, like you might get the lead guy just doing one interview, 2-3 interviews a year. That's about it. Yeah.
But they really got a great little success story that probably for a band like Rooms could kind of follow in that kind of success, you know, especially with your stir fry sound.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Cheers for the lovely words. But yeah, that would be nice. They're a great band. They just like came up super quick, man.
Yeah,
it was insane, and they just like established that kind of New Zealand name. Boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy days for them. Yeah, shot the boys.
Yeah, I got to say, you got a great look for the band. The band's got a great look, and I like the graphic, the logo graphic. You know.
Oh, props to Logan in the chat. He does all of our graphics. He's our drummer.
Yeah,
absolute wizard. He actually for his last birthday, it's funny as I made him a singlet, and it's like his catchphrase is "in your email" because his work ethic is just through the roof. If we have ideas, he'll have like 5 variations in your email within like 5 minutes. It's hilarious.
So what an animal of getting it done.
Absolute animal.
Yeah. And where do you? Another Kiwi Bear is Logan is a legend. Very good. A lot of messages coming through. Keep them coming through. We'll put them on.
Yeah, all the love to the people in the chat. What's up? This feels good talking to people. My goodness.
Bloody good. What's your favorite instrument in the background there?
Oh, mate. Oh, 100% got to be this guy. Hold on. So this is my baby. I pretty much gig with it every gig.
Right.
One of my best friends, Jono, him and my dad built this for my 21st birthday. Actually.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, he handcrafted it, sanded everything, bought the neck and the electronics, but it plays like a dream. Sounds so good. And my dad used to own a sawmill back in the day, and he had this big slab of macrocarpa sitting in the garden for years and years and years and years and years. Really old. And around my 18th birthday, he decided to make a guitar for my 21st. So planned it over 3 years, and then for my 21st, that was presented to me, and I cried.
Oh, I bet you did, man. What?
Yeah,
that's so awesome. Hey, what was the first song? Have you ever been busking? And what was the first song you learnt? Kind of like learned all the words and.
Oh, these memories just coming back. So it wasn't
more than words.
No, it was even worse than that. Jason Mraz, I'm Yours, and I learned it mid-puberty, and my voice was cracking like no one's business, and it was at a restaurant called Boodles,
right,
in Papakura.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness gracious, I think there's a video deep somewhere in like some files or something that are probably hidden away, and yeah, so that was my first song, pretty much.
Not bad. Not a bad little track though.
That's all good. It was good for its time. It was hip back then.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, there's an audience for it. There was an appetite, most definitely.
Yeah, exactly. My mum thought it was good, so.
Yeah. What is someone saying here on the messages? Kiwi Bear, I have seen over 30 YouTube make your own guitar out of wood. Respect, true art, amazing skill. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's like, and I think that was his second guitar that he's ever made. Like, and it's got some like little imperfections, which makes it even better.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. My goodness. I'll show you in person one day.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is this, your music room? Is this your bedroom that you're coming out of?
Yeah, so it's this little studio. I'll give you a bit of a
let's have a tour.
Look from the corner.
Wow.
It's pretty small, but it's good. So for my birthday the other day, actually, my flatmates made me that guitar stand out of reclaimed wood.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
So much tidier, eh? What did you have them before? Were they in cases or something?
Oh, cases, man. It was terrible. There was like no room. There was crap everywhere. So that saved me so much space. So I've chucked them in the attic, and I've actually just put a drum kit in the attic about a week ago. So sorry, neighbors.
Well, you know, you got to do what you do. I mean, this is your profession. Is it your profession, or are you doing other things?
Yeah, totally. I teach a little bit, so I've got about 13 students that I teach. I host a couple open mics, and then just gig for the rest of it.
Hemi's saying, what's that treble clef on the wall made from?
What's up, cuz? That was made from, I think it's Remu, I'm pretty sure. That was for my 21st as well. I got that on the same day as my guitar. My mum organised that. Made by a guy called Nuku down in Tuaco.
Funny, cool. Someone we've got David wants to know what is your age now, Edwin?
Have a guess, David. We can play a game.
Yeah,
bit of a game tonight, isn't it?
Absolutely. Hey, and so what are you doing? How are you supporting yourself? Is the government throwing some money in your bank account? You get a resurgence? You all good?
Yep, definitely. Yeah,
yeah.
the Auntie Cindy is definitely helping out with that. I think I would be screwed if it wasn't for the government. But I've been teaching some students over Zoom, which it's been pretty tough. Like it's hard teaching over Zoom, like with the delay and stuff. But we've made it work. But I'm spending less, which is
That's
nice.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Not wasting your money. 26. We got 27. We got 28.
27 is the correct answer.
27. Edwin.
Boom. That's the one.
That's 27.
Excellent guess, Michelle.
Oh, so when Chris comes in 107. Oh boy. Here we go.
Cheeky bugger.
What is it? What do we got here? My cleanliness joke is to a cow next to one cow. Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
To a cow joke.
Hometown jokes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so you a superstar back in To a Cow?
Oh, not yet, mate. Got a few more yards to go before the term superstar is used.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm like 75 or something. We'll see.
Yeah. Here he comes. He's come back.
That's the one. That's the one.
What about your music? Who do you love musically? Who do you follow? Not just entertain, not just watch out of interest, but who are you religious about? Like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Like, I'm pretty religious on a genre. Like, I'm really big into like that kind of Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe, the old school with like big bands and stuff. Bit of Ray Charles and Michael Jackson is probably my big ones.
Yeah.
But I'm massive into like Bob Marley, upcoming bands. Just a ton, man. Like, I love a good Spotify radio that surprises me as well.
Do you know Luke Hurley, the Queen Street busker? Someone's asking. No.
It sounds familiar. I might have met him once actually.
Yeah. I met Luke Hurley on K Road, and he was busking, and he was wearing a jacket, like it's a really old movie, like Brian Dennehy from that movie Cocoon, where he was like chasing the aliens that live in the sea. But anyways, and I didn't know if he was real or not. Like I thought he was lost, but no, he's actually a musician. And he does quite well. So
what a legend! Oh, mate, well, I'll keep my eyes peeled for. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be out busking very shortly.
Yeah.
Idols, very good call, Logan. So look, this is Logan talking right now. So he just sent me the Idols documentary, and I watched that this afternoon, and it was fantastic. They're like an English punk band, and they're nuts. Very, very cool.
Who cuts your hair? Rooms are saying get a haircut. Who does cut your hair?
Nobody. Look at that.
No?
It's an absolute bird's nest. I was thinking of shaving it off, but I'm like, I don't know if I was up for that just yet.
Nah, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Nah, I used to have big dreads, so long hair doesn't faze me too much.
Why'd you get rid of the dreads?
Too heavy, man. They're just kind of. I just got sick of them a little bit. Wanted to change, and yeah, washing them was just a mission. Needed a fresh look, mate.
Yeah,
my Babyface back.
Did they smell and all that type of stuff? Is it true what they say about dreads? Are they a bit?
They can smell, but
yeah,
I'd like to think I was alright.
yeah, hygienic dreads.
Yeah,
very, very good. Oh, that's bloody good. Excellent. Oh, I can't wait till we get back to hospitality and you can get up on a stage and do what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh yeah, man, totally. I feel for hospitality. Like it kind of goes both ways, though. We do some gigs in bars quite often, and I think coming back into it, it's going to be a bit of a dropped cost on both sides, which is completely fine. Like, I want to kind of bring everyone back up in the industry, and just
And also, I mean, bars want to get back and going, but they've lost so much money over this period that they're kind of like they're probably going to adjust their rates. And you kind of, I reckon it's even a lot of people going to be starting off again, you know, you got to build your community, you got to make.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of, hey, so Chris wants to know, can you show us a picture of your dreads? Have you got one handy back there?
We'll keep talking. I'll just slowly go on that.
Are you wearing your duck pants like you promised from Andrew?
I didn't promise that, but no, I'm not wearing them anymore, Matt. I went for a run and I got changed, but if you really want, I can go and put them on at the end of the interview.
Yeah,
it might cost you $5 though.
Any questions for Edwin, please? Send it through now. Talking about Babyface, what was your first paid gig?
Oh, James. This is my cousin, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
I think I know the one he's talking about. So when I was 18 months old, I was actually the Treasure's nappy baby. Fun fact of the day. So yeah, they dressed me up as like Indiana Jones and like scaling the side of the building. I was a toddler. It was crazy. Yeah. And at the very end, they had my butt cheeks out, and this lady like gave it a nice stroke. So I've pretty much been in a porno.
Oh my God! It's well, you must have some photos back there of all of that. That would be bloody good. I would need to see that.
They're in the attic, hidden away from the public.
Oh yeah, fair enough. That's illegal now. Yeah, it's illegal. What about? I wonder, did you ever get the money, or did Mum and Dad spend that? You know, from the
no, I think I kept the money, and I ended up. Shit, what did I buy? I think I bought a guitar amp with it. I saved it. I didn't spend it. My mum was pretty strict on me not spending it, and I spent it on something good. I do remember that.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, here you go. There you go. That's from the ad.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's you. You look like a Hollywood baby. Can I have another look? You look like a Hollywood baby.
Give me 2 seconds. It's just disappeared again. But yeah, look at that. You guys are
so
knowing all the stories of me. There you go. Boom.
Look at him. You got like a little Bruno Mars.
I wish I was still blonde, to be honest. It would be nice.
Yeah.
This was my first set of dreads, by the way.
Can you zoom into those? Can we have a really good shot of that? You got to zoom. There you go. Oh wow.
My second set was way longer, but you get the gist.
Yeah. Have you ever spotted anyone famous or from another band watching you in the crowd, and you kind of gone, "Can you believe it? We had like Jason Kerrison watching tonight," or something like that?
I think Jim Wigmore was at a gig in Devonport that we played. What did they call that, Logan? If you're still in the chat, I think it was oh my goodness, it was some like kind of festival for families and stuff, and we just played in the middle of a street. They set up a big stage just outside of Tiny Triumphs. Shout out to Tiny Triumphs, love you boys. And yeah, supposedly she was in the crowd just having a bit of a boogie.
When are you going to go back to Anthology Lounge? Can we book you for a bigger gig over there? Bar stuff, I'd love to see you guys.
Oh, the bar stuff are such gems. I love all of them. Soon as someone's playing a gig and we can support, I guess we want to get to that 10 magical 10.
Sam Bartels, you're still a treasure, mate.
Oh, thanks, Sammy. Love you, bro.
He's doing well. He's getting play on the rock at the moment with his new song, which is great. Good on you, Sam.
Oh, I've seen, yeah, absolutely on point, man. Congrats, Sam. Yeah. That's so cool to hear, man.
And who does all your videos and video work? Have you got somebody working on that specifically, or just a mate? Yeah,
so we've got a mate of ours, Raphael. He's been doing all of our media. So he actually came on tour with us, and he did our tour documentary.
Yeah.
So we released like a 20-minute documentary of just all the behind the scenes on the stage, just a bit of yarning and stuff. And he's pretty much part of the band. He's one of the boys.
That's really good.
Yeah,
have you guys had your first, in any kind of relationship, have you had your first couple of falling outs, cold shoulders, disagreements, let's write that down, kind of moments with the band, or has it been kind of smooth sailing?
It's been pretty smooth sailing.
Right.
Like when we were putting the band together, one of the main, it was kind of a 50-50 split that we wanted. So we wanted to be able to play together really well, and everything musically is there, and 50% we want to be like brothers pretty much, and get along well, because we've tried it before with a few other people, and didn't quite sit well, and stuff doesn't get talked about, and then it starts like festering kind of thing, and then all of a sudden your band is just like up the duff. So really important. Glowfest, that's the one. Thank you, Logan. So yeah, 50% getting along. So we haven't had any falling outs really, no arguments.
What you see when a band falls apart? What do you reckon the red flags are for a band that's about to die?
Probably people not showing up to rehearsal. Yeah. Maybe that would be a big one. The communication kind of drops, and you just get a weird kind of vibe. If you're all in the room, you just be able to feel it, kind of thing. It'd be the same with friends, I guess. You had a falling out with friends.
Okay. What do we got here? Another message here from Kiwi B. The 13th floor gig is amazing upload.
Oh, cheers, man. Oh, 13th floor was fantastic. Yeah, we did that in the middle of our tour, actually. We we played one weekend, came back to Auckland, and we did the 13th floor, and that was just such fun. Such fun.
Is there any songs, like if you mentioned, you know, some real rich All Black guy booked you for his daughter's 21st, is there any songs that you won't play, but we really want you to play?
Mate, Wagon Wheel, of course. That's like the fucking go-to. It's drives us mental. We're just to the point now where we're just like straight up, nah, no ways, no way, Jose. But we did play a wedding actually, and the bride asked for it 3 times in one night, and we played it because she is the bride, and you can't say no to the bride.
Not on a big day, eh? It's
no way. So yeah, so it was actually quite funny. We ended up just doing a big conga line. That's kind of our signature when we play live. We just like one of our songs, "Whisper to Me." There's like a breakdown section, and me and Ronaldo, we jump off stage, and Logan and Mira keep the groove going and keep the beat going, and we just like do a massive conga line around wherever we are.
yeah. Well, that's good. You got to keep the energy levels up, eh? They got to be huge.
That's the one, man. I know.
That's right. How big is social media with that band? Do you see it as a really big thing in a career of the band?
So our social media?
Yeah, or just social media. I mean, do you have to kind of do weird dances on TikTok or no? Great.
We just kind of do our thing. Like Logan's got a fantastic graphics. We try to keep it like humorous as much as we can, but social media is a tough one, man. Like we just learn all like by ourselves, so we've never really asked anyone or asked for help or gotten help. So we're always just kind of guessing on how to do it. We've gotten pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good with posting and doing all the relevant things that are hip. But yeah, it's always a learning game. It's always changing and stuff, and especially with new platforms like TikTok coming out, which we haven't tapped into, and I think we're too late now. But that was a bit of a hard one.
Yeah, TikTok is a tough one, but boy, when you nail it, you can be walking away with 3 million, 6 million followers. It's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy, and like you just gotta be smart on your video, and you could even just do it with your phone, and then boom, millions of views, and it's just like crazy.
How do you handle criticism on social media? Anyone giving you a bad review or said, "Oh, there's fucking that haircut," or "the lead guy sucks," or terrible performance? No, it's been good.
Just laugh it off, man. It's all good. We love what we're doing and doing what we enjoy. Like if people don't like it, then let it roll.
Yeah, fantastic. What do you guys do to relax? Do you hang out together as mates? Like, do you guys go play tennis, or you go to the same gym?
Nah, man. We do hang out. We actually should hang out more, to be honest. I think that'll be a cool point to do after lockdown. But we just got super busy. Everyone had their jobs going on, and we were playing a lot. So like sometimes we got like 5 gigs a weekend, because we do a bit of cover stuff as well, just to pay the bills. Always sneak the originals in there, of course. But so before lockdown, we just kind of didn't really have time to hang out or the energy. So I think coming out of it, even just mates in general, I just want to start hanging out more.
Well, that's good. Ellie Glenn says, "You guys are awesome. Roll on traffic lights so we can get back to watching gigs." I'll say.
Right. What's up, Ellie? Good to see you. Can't wait to see you at the gig again.
Who's Ellie?
So we met her at Ronaldo's boss's work do at his place. And then since then, she's come to a few of our gigs. Like we played a small little acoustic show at like Move Space and stuff. So she's been awesome. Like she saw us from that little house party and followed us around ever since.
Oh, that's pretty good. David O'Connor, we call Recap Dave. He said, "I may have met Edwin in 2014 when he was on Queen Street. If it was, he gave me his phone number and we were friends on the phone until I lost my phone. He went up to Westford or Walworth and was working in a bar or cafe. Ask Edwin, was it him? Or if it was, does he remember me?" from the Queen Street meeting in 2014.
And was working in a bar or cafe. So I've never worked in a bar or cafe up there. So maybe, I don't know. I've been on Queen Street before.
Yeah.
It's possible. I've given out my number a couple of times, but
fair enough. Yeah. Hey, what about are you in some kind of are you married? Are you single? Are you in some kind of complicated relationship? Or are you?
No, I've got a lovely French partner who's actually was just clipping the kitten's claws, and it was hilarious. She was getting torn apart first time, but no, she's lovely. So she's a budding interior designer. She just quit her job as a geotechnical engineer.
Wow.
So yeah, she just wanted to change and find something she enjoyed a little bit more. So she's just gone into the deep end with interior design, got a job at Murano Plus in Epsom. And she's designing lights and stuff and helping people choose light fittings for like real fancy places. And it's super cool. She's loving it.
Well, you got some good lighting right there. So, I mean, it's not too bad.
That's one. Look at that.
There it is. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. Are you like married to music? You're saying, oh, Edwin, all right, get out of here, I know where I come in this relationship. Go on, get on your guitar.
It's like that, mate. It's a good balance, though. Yeah,
that's good.
She understands.
Fantastic. I mean, you got to go after your passions, right? You got to stay passionate about your passion.
Oh, too right. Like my plan is not to get another job. That's just not on the cards, really. I was thinking of that through lockdown. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to get another job. This is gonna suck. I've been in hospitality ever since I got out of school, pretty much. And then when I quit, it was hospo. So didn't want to go back.
No, I mean, it's like, especially if you're going back to hospo. No disrespect to hospo.
Oh, love hospo. Yeah, totally. Like the social
great people.
Yeah.
Hospo people are great people, and they know how to party, and they know real life, because hospo is hard, and you've got to be on a lot. So, well done. But I say keep digging away. And find the strength to keep going, because people need entertainment in their lives, and music. What a touch point, right? Being that to be talented enough to be on stage and to put some art out is just, I don't know how you guys do it. Where does the talent come from? I mean, it's like,
mate, practice and passion, mate.
Yeah. Oh God, Sorry, all my father used to do was grab me the guitar, and I used to give him the guitar, and he just tuned the guitar. Dun, 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 dun. Never played a song, but boy, he loved tuning guitars.
Well, that's the main step. A lot of people can play, but don't know how to tune the guitar, actually.
Yeah. Shit. Do you reckon you could learn the guitar from online lessons? Or you have to have... Yeah?
Totally. Yeah, there's so many apps and stuff now that you can just... just pick up and play pretty much. You can do it, man. Get in there. Yeah. Why not?
My fantasy is always to play the piano. I've always had maybe you've been in Queenstown and it snowed outside, and maybe there's a power cut and there's nothing but an old piano in the corner and a bit of candlelight. Then all your friends drinking, you just you're singing along.
Oh, it's so good. I'm always envious of the people in airports when there's pianos in an airport or on the side of a beach or something, and they're just ripping a song. I'm like, man, that's just the coolest thing to have up your sleeve.
Absolutely. Yeah, isn't it? Or you see the drunk guy in a hotel reception with a grand piano, security asking him to get off, but he's fucking good at playing the piano, and he's got a crowd going. I love that. Yeah, Chris says, jam soon, bro. Hanging out. Love you, brother.
Cheers, Mr. Poi Poi. I'll see you soon, bro. He's such a legend at the open mics that I host. Always there, pretty much without fail, every week.
Gosh, people still go for the open mics.
Yeah, man. Oh, totally. I host one at Kingsland, and I do one at Fantail and Turtle on the North Shore.
Okay.
And man, you get some serious talent and meet some cool people. It's a really, really nice community that's you don't see in the mainstream or on the big stages kind of thing. You'd see people who are super shy, maybe they've never played before, and they get up there and play to the public for the first time, and you see a beautiful song that you may only see once in your life, and they disappear again.
How do you get over the nerves and all that kind of stuff? Because it's one thing. I reckon there's a lot of talented people out there, but there's also a lot of talented people with anxiety who would rather play with their back to the crowd and just knock it out.
Yeah, actually, I've got a pretty good tip. I think playing into a mirror helped me when I was younger.
Right.
You do naturally have nerves, but the more you do it, the less you have. But yeah, try it if you are learning and want to get over some nerves. Play into a mirror, mate.
Play into a mirror. That's a bloody good tip. KiwiB says that is a great upload music video, like a teaching music notes on the screen with karaoke words as well.
That's the one. Boom, just like that. I think I saw my mate Russell. He put a comment here just before.
What did Russell
Love
say?
you. Love you, bro. Love you and Jess, man. Good to see you in the chat, brother.
This is a nice little catch up, isn't it?
This is cool, yeah. Like, there's some people I haven't talked to in a while. It's awesome.
Yeah. What else did you get for your birthday? Did you get a birthday cake and all that kind of stuff? Were there balloons with 27 in your room when you woke up and all that kind of stuff?
No balloons, but I got a cheesecake. That was my lovely lady Flo asked me what I wanted, and I said a New York style cheesecake, and she made me a New York style cheesecake. So I had that for breakfast, and I had it for dinner, and I had it for breakfast the next day as well.
Shit, that's good. That's good. And what are your plans? I'm going camping for my holidays over the Christmas period. What do you guys do? Are you going to go anywhere if we can get out?
I'll probably just go see the whānau, I think, and
yeah,
if we can get out, man. Like, we were supposed to play the Festival of Lights, and yeah, we found out yesterday that it was cancelled. So we were supposed to head down on Boxing Day to play, like the opening night, and I was going to stay down there for a little while with Flo and my family. My family was going to come down, but now we're just going to get on the piss in Takofata at Dad's place.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're just gonna hang out, man. See where the wind goes.
Remember that guy, that kind of real Westy guy? Did he win Lotto and he had a Takofata place and he had a big massive warehouse? Did you ever bump into that guy? He was there. Nah. He won like about 30 million bucks, and he bought some huge house with a couple of barns and dirt bikes and trucks and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking, man, yeah, he is pretty Westy, but I thought it was Tikawata or Takofata or however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice. 30 mil. You could do a couple of things with that.
Oh, absolutely. Wow. I think he burned through most of it, and his wife ended up taking half at the end. So,
yes,
it's always the way. Yeah. Have you ever had a near-death experience while I'm here on the road? Yeah, did someone fall asleep, or what happened?
I actually have. Hold on. I'm just going to read this comment here. 3 mutual friends: Sandra G, Paul A, and oh yeah, I think I do know him. I'll flick you a Facebook message later on. We can have a chat about it if you want.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So I was in school. I was about 15 years old, I think. Even younger. No, I was younger than that, I think. But we went to Hunua and we did the bushwalk out there, which was like 3 hours long or something.
Yeah.
And it was great, man. It was really cool, just running around like kids do. And then afterwards we went to the waterfall, and everyone was like going for a swim, going for a dip. And yeah, I thought it would be a cool idea to swim from one side to the other. And because on the side I was on, had a bit of a gradual decline. I'm like, okay, sweet, let's get the same on the other side. And I started swimming, and I got halfway. And since we've been on a 3 hour hike or bushwalk, and I was going nuts, my legs cramped up, and I started freaking out. I was young, and I was just panicking in the water, and I was just like, yeah, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And yeah, I kind of like look back, and I don't know if he realizes that he saved me, but a friend of mine, Reef Cooney from school, he was kind of not far behind me, and I gave him a bit of a look of horror, and he swam up to me, and I just grabbed his shoulder, and he swam me to the side that I was swimming to, and it didn't even have a gradual decline. It was just a straight drop off like that.
Wow.
I could have been toast.
And that would be that. We never have the rooms and all that kind of thing.
Mate, I know. You'd have like the rhymes or something, which is that's a usual one.
I remember I was overloaded. My mum sent me to the shops on my bike, and I had like kind of like it was like a sidewind. It was like the first of the big tens. It was like a trail bike. Yeah. And had a couple of gears. Got it for Christmas. Amazing. And I had bread, milk, and then stuff all on my handlebars, and it started to rain. And then I remember I slipped forward and then went straight off the footpath into a car. Ooh. And then luckily the car so I went straight onto the road, and the car was coming that way. And there's me coming. And then the car just sped up, and I just went straight across the road. And a truck could have come and hit me. But I always remember that thinking, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Look at us, mate. Living on the edge.
Shit, yeah.
Living on the edge in our youth.
Well, my deal is I never went to the dairy after that again, because I always went, guys, I nearly died last time I went to the dairy, so count me out.
Yeah, start sweating every time it rains.
Yeah, absolutely. Shit. So who do you owe some of the accolades to? Who's kind of like really supported the band? Have you got some mega fans who are always turn up? Do you have someone who's kind of wants to do some publicity for you? There's, you know, those people
like,
kind of always standing on the sidelines who are like, yeah, fuck you, I'm all about you guys.
Oh, totally. Like, just all of our mates always come along and support us and stuff. And like Raphael, who does the media for us, is an absolute legend. Like, he just does such a deal for us and like works ridiculously hard. Like when we went on tour, like all is well going on tour, but documenting it is just, I think it's really crucial to do something like that so people can see what you're up to. And he came on tour with us and just went bananas, and he went above and beyond to make us look fantastic.
Yeah.
Far out, like venue owners, like we always go down to Napier. Massive shout out to Napier. Like the Hawke's Bay area always provides the goodies for us. So we always go down to like Crab Farm Winery.
Yeah.
And it's just like open bar food. They put us up for the night. Like pay us well, just treat us
so good,
amazing. And like we pull such a crowd there as well. They help out with the advertising and stuff. But yeah, man, like the list is too long. There's just shout out to everybody.
What about your performance wardrobe? Have you got a series of shirts and or jeans and or shoes that you kind of go, it's no, I'm not going to wear that. That's what I go on stage with. Is anything set aside, or are you just kind of like, give me a t-shirt, let's do this?
You got to look rad. I like changing. I think I'm still trying to find my style. I'm not quite there yet. Like I look at pictures and I'm like, I could be cooler. But I've got this mean red pair of shoes. They're like Italian made. I don't know what the bloody fabric is, but yeah, they're insane. They're so loud, it's ridiculous. Like anything I wear up here, it's just overshone by the shoes. But yeah, that's always a good one. And the hats, they're good. Cool. I do rock a cheese cutter from time to time.
Oh, cheese cutter! You look good in a cheese cutter.
That's the one, man. Oh, it's so good. I got one when I was over in France, and it's just amazing. In summer, it sucks. It's like full wool. Get my sweat on.
Yeah. Is there any other your family musically inclined? Oh, yeah, your dad made the guitar and stuff, but anybody else do an instrument? You got any family members?
No, I had a few cousins that were into guitar and stuff for a while, but not really. Like my family's pretty deprived on the old music scene, and same with Turco. There wasn't much. This is why I moved to the city as well. Like I found myself just jamming by myself a lot and trying to write and do a band. That's why when I came to the city, that's why I had that solo project going on, because it was all I knew, and I didn't really know how to jam in a band, but I was kind of figuring it out and putting one together. And then I realized I was just like, I wanted to be a band where everyone's got their collective love without my name on it.
Yeah, fair enough. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm still. What are those certificates in the background there on the wall there? What do you got? What are those all about?
So I'll show you. Hold on. So they're set lists.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I'm in the collection of getting more when gigs are back in action. So this one right here.
Yep.
That is the John Butler Trio when they played at the Hunting Lodge Winery.
Cool.
This one here is Jacob Collier when he came to the power station.
Yeah.
Alan Stone. And this one is actually, Logan, you'll love this. I didn't show you this today, actually. This is our set list from our first tour.
Oh, can we go closer? Any chance of going closer?
Yeah.
Sorry about this.
So we did a lot of covers and stuff. So there's like covers and shit on here, but we reused this like a million times, and it's got like writing all over the back.
Fantastic.
And shit. It's got stomped on, and so yeah, a bit of nice memories.
Yeah. And you know what? It's nice having those memories and treasuring them. You know what I mean? You got to go a long way, and that's, I reckon, that tour video that you guys put out. It's going to be great when you're 70 and you can watch that back. You know?
Oh yeah, 100%. When I'm old and grey and decrepit.
Yeah.
Talia, what's up? Holy shit! Oh my god, I haven't talked to you in bloody years, mate. Hope you're doing well. You and the whānau.
Oh, Edwin. I like it, man. Good. Talia, is it Talia a school friend? Or?
Yeah. I went to college with her.
Were you a school type person, or did you kind of breeze through school? Look, to be honest, I didn't get school C or whatever you guys, the equivalent of the fifth form thing. I went straight into a job.
Yeah.
So I just kind of left. I was like, over school, I'm not getting anything out of this. But what about you? How were you?
I wasn't good at school, but I wasn't the worst person. Let's just put it that way. I learned more working and doing life things than I did in school, to be honest.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I knew what I wanted to do from the age I was like 13. I want to be in television somehow. Get me into TV. That would be, So I did a lot of work experience, and because I could grow facial hair at the age of 13, people thought they thought I was older. So 13, I was kind of 15. 15, I looked 19. So I was like, I was getting jobs.
That's so cool that you were doing that at 13. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. I reckon it really helps if you know what you want to do and you find a passion early, so you can get a good head start and just go, knocking it out.
Yeah, you've got quite a good radio voice. Did you have to work on?
No, I just developed. Like I got into radio when they weren't when everyone had serious radio, like radio how and I've had like the highest voice in history, and never wanted to be like those guys. I think you got good at radio if you didn't sound like the radio people,
right?
And then so now anyone can be in radio, but you know what, I'd love to start another radio station like BFM. I think BFM is fantastic, but just needs a little something else. You know what I mean?
A little bit of Thane.
Exactly. Me. I'd love to do that. But I'm saying that Michelle Hall is a friend of mine, and I used to do love songs to midnight on Easy Listening High, 98 FM. All that kind of stuff.
Oh, you can have that one for free, Michelle.
Thank you very much. Hey, what about writing songs and stuff? Writing love songs. Do you have to put all of your life into your songs, or you can just go, this rhymes. Let's put this out. It's catchy.
I think you got to put more thought into it like that. I think it's real easy to write cheesy lyrics, like just ridiculous. You can write absolute garbage real easy, but to have lyrics that don't make you kind of cringe, it takes a little bit of time and rereading what you've written, and going away for a couple of days and coming back and playing it again, or playing it on the acoustic, or playing it angry. There's angry love songs. Are cool as well. But putting some thought into it. I hate cheesy lyrics.
What about publishing rights? Like, if you do get a song and someone does use it, do you just license that song to them? So just say if like, I don't know, Dawson's Creek, I don't know if that's still going, wants to put a song in an upcoming episode. What's your song? How do you get paid out of that?
So actually, example with the KFC campaign that we got, we actually worked through a company called Songbroker. Massive love to Jan and the team. So they take all your songs and they do all the pitching to different companies who are putting on different campaigns and adverts and stuff. And they kind of do all of the pitching and costings on your behalf, and they know the game way better than we do. I reckon if KFC approached us and was just like, "Oh, hey, can we use your song?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sweet, no worries, couple $100, all good." But so they know the game, and I'd feel way more comfortable kind of going through them, because we don't want to get stiffed. But like on the other hand, we're pretty cruisy. Like if someone I don't know, for example, one of our friends wanted to make a skate video, Georgia, and wanted to use a song, but it's like, yep, do it, no worries, all good.
Well, that's good. Complaining about the steak from
inside joke. There's some friends of mine who I went over to Thailand with.
Oh, fantastic!
We wrote a song on the ukulele, and that's one of the lines. Love you guys. Oh my God, so many cool people in the chat tonight.
Where did you go around the world?
So I've been to Bangkok and Cambodia. I've been to France, Germany, Amsterdam, and I've been to America like 5 times because I'm half American. My mum is from Missouri over there, and she's currently living over in Florida. So love to mum.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah,
I love America. I've been to America probably as much as you've been, and I've always had a great time in America.
It's cool, man. It's a different kettle of fish. Like when I went to Texas, my God, like just driving down the motorway, or the interstate.
Yeah.
Just the amount of buildings, like it's so spread out. It's crazy. Like you drive into Auckland, it takes you like by the time the buildings start getting big, you're already in Auckland. But like that, it's just miles and miles and miles of buildings.
Yeah, yeah. Mine was Sophia. Me and Sophia went to Texas, and then she said to me, my parents, sorry, my great grandmother and great grandparents, they've been involved in a few things, and like, kind of, what are you talking about, Sophia? She, they're really about Texas. They support the Longhorns and Eagles and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, my great granddad was a grand wizard. What? Yeah. So I was going to meet their family, and one of their families, or I think was of the Ku Klux Klan or something. So I was like, but don't worry, you're exotic looking. I was like, holy shit.
Moly.
But I ended up meeting them, and they were just lovely. And so I don't know if she was taking the piss or not, but they're, Americans are real American. You can meet a real kind of, I've been to Texas, I've been to Mississippi, I've been to all the places, Memphis.
Oh, really?
How good is Memphis is fantastic for music. It's just amazing.
I've never been there. I've been to Austin, and that blew my mind for the music as well. Like
Austin, you would do very well in Austin, like very well.
Yeah, Sam Bartel's even more so, mate. He would kill it in Texas. But I think the last time I went, I was 18, and I was with my uncle and stuff, and he's just like, oh, I'll take you down into the city and we'll catch some live music. And I'm like, it's Tuesday, like there's gonna be nothing happening. It's like, are you sure?
Yeah.
And then took me into town, and I swear every single bar just had live music absolutely blaring, like just bars, music everywhere on a Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, yeah. It's round the clock there sometimes. Hey, what was the other place? It's maybe if Sam's still listening. It's the place where all, like Las Vegas, is where all kind of like the guys go for their part of stag do's, but the hens parties all go to another part in America, and they love country music. I forget where it was, but I went there. So there was
quiz for the chat.
What was it?
There's a quiz for the chat.
Yeah. Come in the chat, guys. Where does all the females go for their hens parties in America? Is it Austin? No, it can't be Austin. It's another one. But it's not Memphis, but it's one. I saw the Elvis stuff, and it was incredible. But it was somewhere else, and that place goes off. That was incredible. But Sam and you, boy, they'd eat it up right now. New Country is huge.
That'd be the one. I'm a citizen, mate. I can just cruise over, no worries. Me and
you're a citizen. Wow.
Yeah. Me and the president, we go way back.
Oh, you got so many opportunities. Hey, look, thank you very much. I'm hoping that your next gig will be very soon. Once we get out of here, I'd love to meet you and see you on stage. I'd love to support the band in any which way I can. So let me know. You've got a friend over here. I'm a friend of Sam's as well. But I thank you very much for your time tonight. And nice to meet you. It's like when you get to know somebody and you got to go, oh, that guy's a really cool dude. I like that,
man. Likewise about you, man. You're such a kind soul, bro.
Oh, mate.
We'll meet up. I'll chuck you on the door on our first gig, and we'll have some beers.
Hey, just before you go, it is Nashville, everybody. Nashville.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. Very nice.
Ali.
Nice one, Ali.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent, mate. I'll let you go now. Thank you very much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Big love to the chat as well, guys. Have a fantastic evening.
Mate.
All right.
See you soon.
See you later, guys.
There you go, Edwin and Judd, everybody. What a bloody nice guy. I thought that went superbly well. Benny Mack, your thoughts?
Oh, perfect dream guest, very insightful. Yeah. He comes from a different generation than you and I. And
yes.
It's just great to be able to have that long-form conversation there that you're so good at, Thane. And you're a bit of a music kind of sewer yourself. And you know what? I think we're gonna teach you how to, tickle the ivories. And you know what? I really see you as a crooner in your later years. And there's nothing that I want to do more than just get drunk in a smoky bar and Thane Kirby's there, just crooning about. Yeah, mate.
Yeah. Fantastic. Hey, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. It is time for Talking Smack with Benny Mack, taking to you late. Any questions you got going? I see you got your first guest lined up there. Recap Dave is about to go live with you. We're back tomorrow with Chantel. She's a political activist. She is a on-the-street reporter. She's using social media like One News isn't, like Discovery and 3 News are not. She is owning it out there, whether you agree with her opinions or not. She is doing the job, and she's doing it very well. I've got a lot of respect for people who take on a new technology like social media and are just leading the way. What a trailblazer. So we speak to her tomorrow night from 9 o'clock about how she does it and puts it together and what does it take. Very creative. Okay, mate, catch you later. I'm just going to close my little laptop, have a beer, and go to bed.
You've got to do your proper thanks for watching Thane and Sophia, and I'll click the button and play your outro video, mate. Okay,
you do the things. Thane is a rare Central Pinot Noir. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Hey, that is the show, everybody. Back tomorrow from 9 o'clock. From us, a very good evening. Yes, good.
How you doing, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You are now at the second hour of the show. Don't go anywhere. We have got a wild show coming up for you right now because you are live and you are tuned in and you are connected. Yes, your internet connection is perfect for watching another episode of Talking Smack with Benny Mack. Okay, bloody brilliant. I just want to take this opportunity to thank our guest on the show. What a perfect guest. Michelle Hall completely concurs with my statement. A dream guest. Real insightful stuff and exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, right now is your opportunity. And look, I mean, let me just be completely and brutally honest with you. Opportunities like these don't come by every day. This is one of those phenomenons. It's kind of like, we call it a flash in the pan. It's one of those rare opportunities to just call the damn blind. Okay, I'm gonna make it simple for you. Agree, disagree, talkback. Yeah, we are taking live talkback calls tonight on Talkback with Thane and Sophia's second show, Talking Smack with Benny Mack. And on that note, I better change the damn show graphics. That's much more appropriate. So this is the sort of the more lighter heart, more sort of looser format portion of the show. Right, so I looked as if I've got a scuffed broadcast image. That's unfortunate. That's highly unfortunate. And I'm not entirely sure. What we can do to address that right now, unfortunately. What we can do is we can bring through our guest of the show, our guest of honor, actually, our serial caller. Some people call him a constant caller. We are going to bring you live in. Recap, Dave, are you ready, standing by? Have you got your audio correctly augmented as to make this a reputable broadcast, please, Lord? Tell me that you do.
Yep.
Okay, you seem to have the camera pointed back at your laptop, broadcasting an image of... Okay, here we go. We've got him here. Recap, man. Recap. Come on, buddy. We're trying to do a seamless broadcast here. You seem to be... What are you playing it, man? You're
I
trying
was
to,
joking. I was
quiet.
joking. I was holding my phone.
It was quite confusing at one stage, and it's an exciting opportunity for us to catch up, my brother. How's your day been today? Pretty good?
All right. That's good, yeah.
That's the one. And how did you feel about that first part of the show? Did you manage to watch it in its entirety?
It was good, yeah. I don't know. I'm still not sure if I met Edwin 7 years ago or not on Queen Street, and we became friends on the phone for about 3 months.
That's good.
And
Now,
I lost my phone, but I lost my phone around then, so I lost contact with him, so I lost my phone.
Oh, that would absolutely rip your undies. That's a really disappointing experience.
I'm not sure if it was him or not. He looks and sounds like him, but I'm not sure if it was him. I can't remember his name.
Could be the guy. Now you actually typed that into chat, didn't you?
Yeah, I was trying to find out, but I
okay, so
don't
we
know.
were unable to find out exactly.
He might have said so I don't know if he said he went to Wellsford or Warkworth or somewhere and worked in a cafe or bar, but he said he didn't. But he might have just said that to me just because he might have thought I was getting a bit boring and stuff on the phone, you know?
I don't know if that was the case entirely. Maybe that's just a generic line that he talks to everyone just to ensure his safety and security, but it might also just be a hilarious joke. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look.
It could have been someone else. I think it was someone else that went there. So yeah,
quite possibly. Hey, it's open line talkback. What do you suggest the people do, brother?
How are you tonight, Benny? Benny
Oh,
boy?
mate, I'm having the night of my life. You know what? I'd love it if people do. I'd love it if people got involved with the chat tonight because it is open line talkback. We're taking your calls. The number isn't 0800 80 1080. That's the other talkback. This is an alternative video style talkback. Hey, if you don't want to turn your damn video camera on, you can just call up like this. It's okay. I'll put up with it. But if you want to call the damn line, I suggest you do. Yeah, my brother, I want to hear your opinion.
I want that guy thingamajig to work to come back. The guy from America, he was good, eh?
Oh, Coppola.
Jonathan.
Yeah, Kompala. Yeah, we really need to get. This is a shout out to our American brothers, JC Kompala. Come through, brother. We need you to join the chat. And that goes out for anyone out there.
If he's watching now, I hope he hasn't lost the link for the show, or how he can still remember to look up Thane and Sophie Talkback with, and also to go on to he has to go on to Chromecast on his phone or his computer. Has to go to Chromecast first. He worked that out later that he has to go to Chromecast and then to live stream it. Chromecast first, and so click the top right hand side of the screen to go into Chromecast. If you've got, and you have to have.
Just follow the damn instructions. They're clear. They're simple. They're being broken down for you right now by Recap Dave.
You've got to have Chromecast on your phone to do that, and So also
that makes complete sense to me.
Chromecast. I'm not sure I don't know if you have to have Chromecast or you can get it. It goes on automatically if it's the top right hand side of the screen. I'm not sure, but you might have to download the Chromecast app. That's Chrome app, not Chromecast. I think is it Chromecast or Chrome? I don't know.
We have got a comment in the chat here. It says, I'd love to have Jason Kerosene on the show one night. Absolutely. We'll get Jason Kerosene on the show. That would be quite incredible. I believe he had some wild theories about the world and the way that it works. And we've also got this one in chat. Jeff, okay, we're going to pull that one. That one is inappropriate for this broadcast. This is a all ages inclusive show. So recap, Dave.
Yep.
Have you got your mic up, man? You've got your
I
mic
don't know
on
what's
1%.
happening. I don't want. Can you
I
hear
think
me?
you've got your cell phone speaker on
I'll turn
1%.
it down.
Yeah, I'd
Can you
appreciate
hear
that.
me
That's
now?
gonna
Can you
make
hear
a
me
world
now?
of difference. I can hear you
The
loud.
phone's running out of batteries. I'll ring you back later. Phone's
Yeah, I'd
running out of
appreciate that.
batteries.
Yep, I'll let you do that. Okay, so that was recap. Dave, he's actually our serial caller, and he is doing some pretty incredible stuff, working the lines. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Edwin Judd, because I mean, man, oh man, that was a solid show. Seriously, solid show. Why don't you? I mean, there's people watching this show on the World Wide Web. They're spread across the web. There's 3 people on Twitch. There's a half a dozen people on YouTube, and even people over on Facebook. Multiple people on Facebook. There's even someone on nzfilm.tv Limited watching over there. Why don't you go over to? Why don't you subscribe?
We can't be on the show tonight.
Oh, that's not it. Where's my subscription thing? Here it is. Why don't you guys subscribe? Ooh, there you go. Talking Smack with Benny Mack. You can subscribe to me on the YouTube. You can watch on the YouTube. You can turn notifications on. You can do it there, or you can watch over on all other platforms. And man, oh man, exciting times indeed. Feel free to call the show up now. The show is live. It's open. Line at Talkback. And I mean, what is happening in the world? I mean, what a wackadoodle place. I tell you, I can barely keep up. And I suppose it's pretty much the damned same for all of y'all out there in TV land, as they used to call it, or as I call it now, internet world. So everybody out there in the internet world, we are going to go and break down some of the biggest trending issues, the trending topics, the trending tweets. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do what's trending on New Zealand Twitter today, and that is a very telling circumstance, really. I suggest you could say, because at number 1, it looks like Taylor Swift has done a drop. She has done a drop, meaning that, yep, she is in the middle of re-recording her entire back catalogue. I believe is that the case? Maybe someone in chat can confirm this. Someone must know. Surely there is someone that is watching this show that knows what the damn hell I'm talking about, because I believe that it is she's done a Swifty one. I just want to say it like that. She's pulled a Swifty recap. Dave, what are your thoughts? Has Taylor pulled a Swifty on us?
What did she do?
She's recording her entire back catalogue because, well, I guess what you could say is that she was kind of ripped off.
Oh,
she was kind of ripped off by the label. So she owns the rights to re-record her back catalogue, so she's going to reproduce everything, and then...
Is she the one that had her father take all her money from her and stop giving her money?
No, I think that is Britney Spears.
Oh, it's Britney Spears, sorry, I mixed them up, yeah.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. I mean, it's easily done. One's a mental psychopath, and the other one's a sweet little farm girl. Entirely easy to mix the two up there.
Is there any comparison?
No, I'm joking.
Is there any where's the similarity then?
I guess they're American girls, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. They come in different shapes and sizes, yeah. different amounts of money and wealth and fame and
Sanity.
mental health episodes.
Yeah, quite righteously. And I mean, I'm surprised that I haven't sort of been put in a psychiatric hold over the years. But I mean, it was close a couple of times.
You would have driven all the doctors, man, like I did.
Oh, mate, I didn't get that far. No, I've been
Sorry.
done pretty well, mate.
I know, but if you did go there, you would have driven all the doctors, man, like I did.
Yeah, so what's your tactic? I mean, if they're going to put you in a psycho hold, are you just going to start singing or just keep talking? Are you just going to talk to is that just going to be your radio?
I think that everyone needed treatment once they treated me. I think everyone needed treatment.
Yeah, once they've had to deal with you. Yeah, I mean, you're certainly a unique individual. I mean, we've gotten to know each other quite well. I mean, sometimes what I do is I'll actually just put you full screen and go off and vacuum the next room or something and come back 20 minutes later, and I'll have done a whole bunch of housework, maybe done some laundry or even mown the lawns one time.
Yeah. Made 2 cups of tea. Made 2 cups of tea by then as well.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I did. I brewed a whole batch of coffee. I even roasted coffee one night while you were. I've got no idea what you're talking about, but I tell you, god damn, does it fill airtime? You're like a godsend. You're like a radio host's godsend, because all they have to do is sit back and pour another drink. And instead of cut to you full screen, and no one would be the wiser. You know, they'd be there getting their $60,000 salary. Meanwhile, you'd be doing all the heavy lifting.
All they need to do is Benny Mack, all they have to do is sit back and get pissed and listen to me.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. I mean, if this show is designed around empowering the guest ultimately, and encouraging interactivity. So I mean, this is the ethos of the
My mum's father was best friends with the chairman of the rugby union in the 1950s and 40s and things, and his wife Doris was a constant caller, a constant talker, and
lovely lady.
and her husband died about 13 years after my grandfather died. He died 3 years before I was born, but Doris was a constant talker, and when I was growing up, Doris was still alive, and Dad used to say, you and Mrs. Pierce will make a great couple. You know, because you both talk so much, you both go on so much, you would make a great couple. And you know, my grandfather would talk to her on the phone. She would ring up and talk to my grandfather on the phone. They only lived up on the other side of the road, down the road a bit. And he could put the phone down and make a cup of tea, and she was still talking. She'd come back and she was still talking.
Yeah, it's really quite brilliant. I mean, there is this.
And she died in her 90s. She died in her 90s, early, about 2003 or 4 or something. But she would be over 100 now.
I've got to tell you that talking must really be great for the health and for the mental health. I mean, it keeps people on point. It keeps them sharp mental liquidity. And it sounds as if once you're rolling into your 90s.
Yeah, but it's sad. She died. How she died? She couldn't talk in the end because she had a brain tumor, a benign brain tumor, which wasn't cancerous, but it was benign. Put pressure on her brain. And it was the size of a grapefruit in the end, and it put pressure on her brain, and she lost her ability to walk and talk and everything. And
I'm very sorry to hear that, my friend.
I didn't see her in the last few years, but Mum did, but I didn't see her. But it was sad how she died slowly. But yeah,
it always is, my friend. But I mean, at 90, that's quite a phenomenal achievement.
Yeah, I think she was 92. I think she was 92.
Oh, that's brilliant. 92. Yeah. That's an achievement in and of itself.
That was the chairman of the rugby union's wife in the 1960s into the 1970s. Tom Pierce, and he was my grandfather Bill's best friend. Yeah, Bill Whitman's best friend.
Wow, what an insightful recountment there. We are live. We are doing open line talkback, and I tell you, our listenership is varied and plentiful, and our caller base, man, oh man, we've had the same 3 callers for the last 10 weeks. But I tell you, these guys are fucking excellent people. The best of the best. Real true blue blooded Kiwis, I tell you. They'd give anything for their countrymen. And not only that, they're a bit tech savvy too. I mean, recap Dave, he's got half a dozen cell phones.
Not half a dozen.
Half a dozen.
No, I've got 2 or 3.
2.
So.
Okay, well, he needs more. What I'm saying is the guy's got phones and he needs more phones. If anyone's got spare phones, we're trying to give phones to Dave because he can turn them all on and we can run up all our viewer numbers, eh, mate?
Yeah.
You can make us look like we've got more.
Does it show that I'm putting on? Does it show my link and my name comes up twice or something? Or
now, my brother, you're watching on the Facebook, aren't you?
I'm looking on Facebook. Yeah. So does it show up 2 different devices on Facebook?
It does. Are you on the Thane Kirby channel or on the Talkback with Thane and Sophia channel?
One's run out of batteries. I'm charging it now. I'm on the Thane. I'm on the Thane and Sophia one.
Yep, we got you here, mate. We've got a lock on you.
It's just got one phone working, the other one ran out of battery, so I took over and used the one that was still working.
Yeah, so basically from where I'm sitting, I've got a huge console. It's almost like what the CCP have, the Chinese government. I can see who's watching and I can watch them. Everyone who's watching, I can tap into their feeds and see what they look like. Bring them up if I need to.
I've taken my other phone to the police. They're charging it for me.
Oh, that's very good of them. That makes life easy. You need someone that you can trust with your tech hardware. You don't want to be handing it off over to anyone, of course.
The police are charging it for me. They're charging it for me.
Absolutely, and that's handy. That keeps life handy.
They're good at charging everything, aren't they? They're good at charging everything. They can charge everything.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's important to keep your devices charged, otherwise you'll be disappointed. Now, we have got a caller on the line, recap. Who do you think we've got on the line? I just say, as I say, they can charge anything or anyone. They can charge anything or anyone, the police can. They've got people, very good people. So top marks for the police. They can charge anything or anyone, anything. Very interesting insight. Okay, we're going to bring...
Any time, day or night. Charge it. Okay,
depending on whether you're out of control or not. And then that may or may not contribute to whether they start charging your phone or not. Okay, so here we're going to...
might make you go out of control more than you've ever done.
Oh, mate, fucking oath, mate.
They can make a normal person go off the rails in 2 seconds. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Okay, we've got a caller on the line.
Yeah.
It's your buddy and mine, Miss Selena Spain, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Celesta.
Welcome on board. Do you hear us?
No, Benny Mack, just quickly, I want to say, Benny.
Let me quickly check this audio here.
No, I know you're going to introduce here, but I just want to say the police have been very good to me sometimes at calming me down. When I'm off the rails, they've been really good in talking to me, but there have been a couple that have set me off the brink of reality and set me insane. Yeah.
Do you ever resist arrest, or do you always?
No, I usually I'm good, but some of them, I've met the same guy twice who set me off the brink because he was racist. He was a Spanish Maori, and he just wanted to get a white conviction, you know.
Did he make you go loco essay?
He did it to me twice. He was racist, you know. He was.
Okay, well, I'm not going to put up with that. Look, Selena Spain is not racist. It's, her name isn't even.
You're not putting up with
it's just Selena right now. Okay.
I didn't put up with it. I didn't like his attitude.
Selena, I don't think we've
I
got
didn't
audio.
know he was racist until afterwards. Yeah. Sorry.
What about?
Let's just see if. Oh, yep. Okay, look. Recap, Dave. Selena Spain's here. Don't you want to welcome her and see how she's doing and get a little bit of insight?
Yeah, how are you, Selena?
Hey.
Spain.
Just focus on my first name. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. My memories are breaking down tonight.
Okay, Dave, I'm just going to teach you a lesson, okay?
I need to take my medication.
No, it's not that. I'm just going to teach you a quick lesson.
I haven't had it since last night.
What we're going to get you to do, Dave, is we're going to train you how to become just as good a listener as you are a talker. Yeah,
I better take a little bit of medication soon because I'm getting a bit psychotic.
Maybe make a cup of tea and come back.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll ring you back. I'll ring you guys back.
Come back soon.
Yeah.
Is it a quick hitter? Like, will it sort of, as soon as you take it, will you be good to go? Or
it takes about 10 minutes for it to work. I take a little bit of olanzapine. It helps me calm down and relax and get less psychotic.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you think that you need to go and do that now, feel free.
I just take a portion of the lowest dosage, a 2.5 milligram pill, the lowest, about a portion of it, and it calms me down within 20 minutes, or 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, cool. Well, it's 10:30 now. The show will be over in half an hour. If you think it's going to hit in time, buddy, you go there.
Okay, I'll leave you now and ring you back in 10 minutes. See you later, everyone. Bye.
But no problem, my brother. Thank you so much for that recap, Dave. I appreciate you.
See you soon.
Bye.
How's that?
I'll let you go and take care of your medication dosing. What a great guy, honest guy. He's about to go and step away. Maybe he's going to take his phone with him as he tends to his medication requirements. And hey, man, I mean, we all need to tend to our own requirements. God knows I do. I've actually been enjoying a little bit of this. I just sort of treated myself to a little hip flask bottle there of, I mean, this is probably considered a very sort of mediocre quality vodka.
What do you mix it with?
I've actually got a tonic here.
I was going to say, I actually predicted that. I predicted
what was your prediction?
Tonic. Lime and tonic. Lemon or lime and tonic.
Well, that is a quite an extraordinary prediction there. Are you watching me? Have you been?
Do you have a lime tree at your place? Yeah, I'm always watching you. You know that.
Okay, that's creepy. That's creepy. Selena Spain's obviously been watching. I don't know if she's watching the show or whether she's tapped into my baby monitor and she's watching me sleep.
That's cute.
But it's highly improbable. Cute. It's highly improbable. That's creepy, tapping into baby monitors. Okay, so we are looking at. I'm actually quickly looking at the trending articles. What are your thoughts about Taylor Swifty pulling a Swifty on us?
I haven't caught up with all the Taylor Swift news, but I knew that there were some dramas with Scooter Braun, her longtime manager, and he's also the manager of Justin Bieber. Those guys are really tight.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, Scooter Braun did rip her off. So, Taylor Swifty got the Swifty too. So did Britney Spears. She also got the Swifty. Hey, recap, Dave. Are you frozen or have you gone and getting your thing? Okay, he's gone and getting his thing. Which is, you know, that's pretty good. Oh, hang on. Wait, no, he's oh, yeah, there he is. Hey, recap, Dave. How are you getting on? Did you manage to go and get your dosage?
I can't find my wallet. It's in my wallet. I'm looking for my wallet. The medication is in my wallet, so it's just a couple of pills. I'm just going to take a fraction of one pill, but I've got about 5 pills in the wallet, so I need to look through my wallet. I don't want to lose my wallet.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. What we'll do is we'll just advise you to take a bit of a deep breath now and just calm down your thinking process. What's going to happen in that stasis is you're going to be able to reallocate your mind and find the position of the wallet, because I'm sure it's
I have to clean up
not
my room
too far.
again. My room's getting messy. I have to clean up my room again.
Yeah, well, I mean, as they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. As soon as you know where your wallet is, you're a heavy camper. Of course, I know exactly where my wallet is. I'm keeping it right here within arm's reach at all times. Of
Benny,
course.
my friend 25 years ago, I met him in 1995. I was friends with him from 1995 to 1999 until he died of lung cancer. He was an Elvis Presley. He was an sad, but he was an Elvis Presley impersonator. He was 50.
Very talented.
When he was just short of 55 when he died.
Yes.
And so he was older than Elvis by about 13 years when he died. I'm now 55. He was 2 weeks before he turned 55. Now I'm 55 and 3/4 now.
And you're looking well.
Yes, and Elvis Presley, Roger Paul Young said he even sung at the Derby Dive and that, and he had a collection of records. He liked country and western records and everything, and all sorts of music. He was in an article in a magazine that he showed me, and it music keeps him sane.
And I believe that's true.
He said one of his main sayings he said to me when he saw my messy room is, cleanliness is next to godliness, and he always kept a clean flat, you know.
Yeah, I think it's important, my friend. You know where everything's at. Selena Spain, what are your thoughts around knowing where your things are at?
Well, the problem that I have is I am a chronic cleaner, but also mess things up at the same time. So I make more work for myself constantly.
Yeah, right. And what
about? I can live anywhere. I can live anywhere, and I can make anywhere a home. So I kind of have that skill.
Now, what about?
I've still got Roger on videotape, on 8mm videotape from 26 years ago, and 25 and 24, 23 years ago.
Now, Davey.
22. He died 2020.
Have you got anything worth selling there in your flat, Dave? I know you've got a lot of clutter, mate. Is there anything worth selling? Anything that we can list online and maybe
I was thinking of that. I was thinking of giving stuff away. I threw in storage. I threw an Ab King Pro out the other day because I lost some of the pieces, some of the metal things that go in it. And it was perfect, but I didn't. It was just clutter. It just took up so much room. An Ab King Pro.
Ab King Pro, is that one of those things that you can work for core strength?
Yeah, but they were pretty They were pretty bulky and a bit clumsy, so I didn't like it that much. I never used it.
Did you buy that new, or did you get that second hand?
I got it brand new. It cost me over $300, and about 2012 I bought it.
Oh, it's kind of like one of those abs.
Sorry, 2000. I bought it in 2009 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I mean, it's a great product. I mean, it was it had a very good placement in the market. Of course, it was great for. I mean, did it sort of change the way that you worked out?
No, I never really used it much. I used it about 5 times in my whole entire existence.
Yo, Selena Spain, have you ever owned one of these things? An Ab King Pro, very famous during the 2000s.
No, I haven't. But today I went to a park and I actually used one of those park equipment setups.
I might have used it 10 times. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, sorry.
It was like one of those pull
outdoor workout.
Yeah. Because I was just going for a trivial walk, and then I saw that equipment. I thought, oh, why not? Just give it a go. So yeah.
So how many pull-ups did you do?
Penny, I'll ring you back when I found my medication in my wallet. I'll ring you back.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, I
news
think
if I find
that's a
it.
good idea, my
Just
friend. I
retrack
appreciate
your
you.
steps. You should find it.
Okay, so he was just saying that he bought an Ab King Pro, one of these things here.
Right.
They're great for working out the
Yeah.
core. I'm tempted to click on these images here. I'm excited. I want to see the infomercial. I don't think it's gonna show me
Well,
it.
it doesn't. It takes a lot of work to get good abs, and I think you just have to do it every day.
Yeah, well, that's
Plus-
exactly right. It's important that if you are going for that sort of
If you're going for that look,
figure, that you've really got to target the I like to call it the midriff section.
Yes.
And
I'm wearing a midriff top.
oh, really? Would you like to just sort of stand up and sort of give us a
But
bit
just
of
don't expect. I'm not a model. I'm not a model.
Oh, well, that's
But, yeah.
what we're going to have to do. We're going to work with what we've got.
Yes,
today.
you do. Also, I
Are
made
you able to
a
just sort
sign.
of are you able to sort of stand up and sort of turn around? Give us a bit of twirl, a bit of a twirl, as they say.
Benny, if
Is
it was
that going
just
to be
you.
problematic?
You like the lights, or is the lights too much?
Oh, it looks like it looks like someone's come through and spent a bit of money on the set today.
Yeah, it's just me being creative. Look.
Oh, well, there's a 360, everyone. You saw it here first. Selena Spain live from the living room, and she's even spent a bit of the budget money that we allocated. And here we go.
Look what I made you.
Benny
Look,
Mack.
I made you this.
Oh, well, there you go. Exciting times, everybody. This is live advertising of the broadcast on the net by one of our interns. Well, our only intern and a volunteer intern doing God's work.
If the heart's too much, I'll knock them off.
End of the screen. Well, I mean, we've got to keep this relationship professional. We don't want to have any lawsuits spring up from
I haven't signed the contract.
any. Yeah, it is industry. It is
Standard.
industry practice. Okay, so it looks like Recap Dave is
Looking for the
done
bill.
pretty well. He's found his wallet. Okay, so we've got an update with Recap Dave. He's found his trendy Rip Curl wallet, and he's going to rip a pill out of it and curl it into his mouth.
I've already taken a bit of medication.
Okay, so how did that go for you? Did you take it with a bit of water, or you just sort of hard-arsed it and just
Well,
sort of chew it?
first of all, it was under my bed. It was under my bed at the edge of my bed, and I found it, and I'm happy now. And I've just taken my pills, and I'm already calming down. What I did is I took about a fifth of a 2.5 milligram pill of olanzapine. That's the lowest dosage, and about a fifth of it. And I dissolved it under my tongue, and it'll go into my system pretty quickly. I'm already feeling calmer now.
Oh, the benefits and the amazing mechanics
But because
behind
I only take a low dose, because I only take a low dosage, it wears out of my system with less than 24 hours. So I'm really manic within less than 24 hours. So I have to take a bit more to top up early in the morning or something. But I don't normally do that. I didn't take
Recap,
it
Dave. What I'm sensing is that it's a situation of constant maintenance, but you've got the tools to maintain the system. You've got it working for you, and we've got you here live on the show. It's only 10:40, so we've still got another 20 wonderful minutes of live
Dave.
broadcasting. And of course, the freaking open line is open. If anyone wants to join the live panel, they can. Of course they can, and they should. Not only that, but they're actively encouraged to by the show's host. There's the link. It's in the damn chat. We suggest that you get involved because this show's only on until 11 p.m. We're only funded to go through to 11 p.m. because at 11
Who's
p.m.
funding it?
my power gets shut out.
Oh.
NZ, I mean, you're funding it. You're
Yeah,
funding the damn show.
I have good news.
Okay, great news, everybody. Just wait 1 second. Hold that thought because I mean everyone's excited. Everyone wants to get excited, but they don't want to. They don't want to freak out. They don't want to freak out.
Spaces Machine. The Spaces Machine. I relisted it after. I know it's naughty to withdraw an auction and then anyway, so I relisted it and I put a buy now on it and I listed it in the right category, the Spaces Machine, and sold. Well, now.
Okay, keep going. Tell us more information.
Because the night before, he's like, "What do you want to get for it?" I'm like, "I don't care," but then $50 would be good because I just want it gone. And then put a buy now of $50. And it's done. You guys picking it up tomorrow.
Okay, great. Okay, great. That is excellent news. Now, recap, Dave. What are your thoughts on that? The Spaces Machine is gone.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I if I had the space, I'd buy it.
Well,
It's too late now.
yeah.
It is too late, unfortunately, Dave. But you did have that opportunity, but that's not a problem whatsoever because you know what? It didn't actually work. It would have just sat there. I
wouldn't have had $50. I would have had.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that. We could have made something happen for you, Dave. You know, if you ever need $50, just ask me.
Well,
but
there's a really good arcade at the St. Luke's next to the cinema there. Dave, maybe we could take you there. I can take you there to play games. And they're way more modern.
I used to love Spaces Machines. I was 12 when I first played Space Invaders. I was
really
12.
Close to the camera.
There we go.
I was 12 when I first played Space Invaders. I was 12.
How was the experience? Was it quite euphoric?
And before that, we had a home video game that we played ping pong, and we had a game that we shoot the dot on the TV with a gun. We had a gun and we shoot the moving dot going all around the screen. We shoot the dot.
Quite innovative. What did it seem?
Hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, I was really good at that in the end.
Did it feel like virtual reality? Did it feel almost real?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, it was good. And this is in the 1970s, in the mid 1970s.
Was it quite an immersive experience?
It was. I got really good at it. I really loved it.
How would you describe your skill level on a factor out of 10?
I was shooting all the dots all the time. I was shooting the dot all the time.
Would you consider yourself a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, I actually didn't miss it in the end.
Did you go competitive or did you just stay amateur?
I probably missed it once or twice, but I hardly missed it. You know, I didn't go. I was just on TV, but I bought a Atari games machine and a Sega games machine after I had shock treatment when I was 18. I immediately got a Sega computer and an Atari computer because they were special because sort of the market had fallen out, and that Atari was only $200, and about 5 years before it was no $2,000. You know.
Was the video game a reward for enduring the treatment?
Yeah, no, there's no money. There was no money given to me for it, but it was a reward from me to get well. Yeah, and I got a TV. I got a National Quintrix TV that I paid off in a year, and it was good. Yeah.
And how did you find that? Was that Atari like a system that you were able to get involved with and use that to, more productively pass your time and learn a new skill?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I played some of the games on it. I even had a Dallas game that had played the tune. Da, 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 da. No, I can't think of it. Da, 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 da. How does Dallas go?
I'm not too sure, my friend. Different generation, my friend.
No, do you remember Dallas? Do you remember Dallas?
I didn't actually watch it. I'm a little bit too young. But my friend, did you ever?
I thought you were 40. 40, aren't you 40?
Yeah,
You're about 2
40,
when it was on. I think you were about 2 when it was on then.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't sit down and sort of really take in a lot of TV at 2. I tried to watch a few soap operas and things like that.
Well, if I got the tune and if I was able to remember the tune, or if you look at it on YouTube, you might even remember seeing it as a 2-year-old. So it went on for about 10 years. It went on until the 1990s, I think.
I don't think the memory is active from 2. I don't think you really remember.
No, but he was 2 when it was first on. It was first on in 1978 or something, but it was on for about 15 years.
Okay, Dave. Well, just look at it this way.
Or at least 10 years.
It just wasn't my cup of tea. Okay, I was busy watching MASH.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was busy watching.
And you can take or leave it if you please. Hi.
And that's the MASH theme song as performed by our resident musician, Recap Dave. And what about other old school TV shows from that era? Did you get into any other sort of enjoyable?
Mum called us TV addicts. We love TV. I even remember Get Smart. It goes da 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 da. No, that's a Pink Panther.
Yeah, I know.
And how does Get Smart go? No, I get it confused with the Pink Panther. Sorry, I'm not crazy.
You did it twice. Okay, well, not a problem whatsoever. I mean, innovative entertainment. You know, I do Get Smart. Listen to this. I've got it now. Okay.
You do it for me. I have to remember it again. I'm getting slow as I'm getting older. I knew it when I was 5. I don't know it anymore.
I don't want to annoy people because they might not like the way I do it. So
do it. No, please give me some idea how it goes.
Yeah, I can do it, but
do it.
Well, what does Betty say?
Please do it.
Recap, Dave.
Please, can she do it, Benny? Please, she knows it. She can do it. She can do it. Let's do it.
Hey, we're gonna push her. All right.
Let's Pink Panther.
Oh, okay, you so okay.
Did she do well, Recap?
You should do the Pink Panther very well, better than me.
I'm wearing pink, so yeah.
It goes.
Okay, so it's all very good.
You should have refreshed.
Oh my god. Hey Dave, I think we should move on, Dave.
No, I'll tell you another program I liked. I'm getting really loud, so it's fireworks are going off outside, so I'm getting loud. Listen, the other thing I liked was The Odd Couple with Tony Randall and I'm forgetting the other guy's name. Oscar was his name. Tony Randall was Felix. In the TV series, it goes like this. I can't even remember it now. Sorry, I've gone all crazy. My memories have gone.
You make it seem really important, okay? You made it seem really important. But we're going to keep moving
No,
right
just to say,
along,
I'll
everybody.
get it. I'm stressed. I'm
Hey,
stressed. I'm still
it's
stressed.
all right, bro. You know what you
Get
needed
us
to
some
do?
water.
You needed to, if you could have had your Ab King Pro, you know, that's great for working stress out, but you got rid of your Ab King Pro, man. Now, what other, you could have been like, that could have been you, man.
It's got a similar tune. It's got a similar tune that goes like this.
That could have been you, Dave. Hey, we've moved on. We've moved on. Okay, I'm muting him. Dave, we've muted you because we can't.
Sorry.
Okay, no, we've got you back again. Now, Dave, that could have been you if you didn't get rid of your Ab King Pro. Unfortunately, you did. What other high-value items have you got?
You know, I can get all those programs. I can get Pink Panther, Tony Randall's.
Dave! If only you were as good a listener as you are a talker.
It's all on YouTube. It's all on
YouTube. It's a crying shame. I'm trying to teach you something new.
The Odd Couple, Get Smart, Maxwell Smart, Get Smart, and
Hey, Dave,
Pink Panther. It's all on YouTube.
You dare talk to Leighton Smith like this?
Sorry.
Who do you think I am? He'd cut you off in a heartbeat. I'd rip off your head and shit down your throat if you spoke to Leighton Smith like this on News Talk.
Sorry.
Now, Mike, I've got a question for you, mate. What other high-value items have you got taking up room, stinking up your house, that you could otherwise sell and then give me the proceeds? Because the show needs funding, because, you know, we're running this thing on a shoestring. So what I'm saying is, what is a high-value item of yours that I can effectively
All right.
sell?
I've got this. You can have this.
Hang on.
The phone's running out of batteries.
Yeah. Let's see. What's our high value item? It needs to be better than an Ab King Pro. Do you have an Ab Flex? Do you have any of those Windsor Pilates tapes? I'm either looking for a Windsor Pilates tape, an Ab Flex Pro, an Ab King, like what you had, and foolishly gifted away to the fucking bailing station.
The tip, Concord tip.
The concourse. You
Concord.
You donated it to the it's probably down in the recycling shop down at the concourse. The guy that drove the digger's probably down there.
No, but it was missing. It was missing. It was dangerous. I nearly had an accident. I nearly killed myself on it because I took when I was trying it out before I threw it in the bin just before. I'd taken out the some of the metal things that hold the thing together, and I sat on it, and then I moved it, and the thing fell apart. And if I'd have fallen on it, I could have broken my back. So that's like, so I thought, throw it out. I'm not going to let anyone else get risk. Because it was missing some pins. So I'm missing some pins. So they were in the storage somewhere. They were in storage, but to find them will take ages. It will take years probably, and I wasn't worth the storage I was taking up, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, you only used it once or twice when you bought it initially, so
yeah.
I mean,
I used it about 10. I used it about 15 times altogether, probably.
Yeah, over the space of 15 years.
Yeah, about probably once a year or something. Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah, well, it makes it's a good item. Where's Dave? Oh, I think his phone went flat. It was a great item, you know.
Your friend Kiwi Bear wants to join, but I copied and pasted the link into your YouTube because it wasn't there. So, so I just thought it was just copy and paste it. Yeah. Because that's what I do. Helpful. That's sort of my job, is to be helpful.
Yeah, no, I can try and pin that.
Pin it.
But what happened to Kiwi Bear Muzzer? Is he still around? Or?
He was wanting to. He's just like direct link posted in chat or description. So just let him know. Do you know him from a long time ago, or?
Yeah, he's one of my viewers.
Oh yeah.
Chat or description?
Yeah, so he's probably just stuck because it's not clickable.
Hey, if I paste it into the chat, it should show up into the into the chat rooms.
Yeah, it doesn't come through for some reason.
Hey, Muzza, go watch it on
Facebook. It comes through on Facebook, but maybe you just need to connect your channel. It might come through on Thane Sophia's channel, but it might not come through on this one. From the direct.
Let's see if I can tap in and hack the matrix. Oh, I know how to do it.
Okay.
Piece of piss. Piece of piss. Hold tight, Muzza. Because I'm going to do it right now because I've figured out the method. The method. Oh, hang on. Oh, look, Recap Dave's back. We'll bring him back through because he is a good cat.
If you need a break, do you want to take a break, Benny? Then we can.
Hello.
Are you on this? Are you going?
Welcome.
Uh-oh. He's
My
getting,
phone ran out of battery. My phone ran out of battery. It's got new battery now.
Might have, mate.
Look how relaxed I feel now. Look how relaxed I am.
Oh, you've lightened up. You're feeling all kind of
medicated.
Quite relaxed.
It's happy days for me now. Happy days are here again. Happy days are here again. Da 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 da. Happy days are here again. I'm looking over four-leaf clover that I never saw before. I'm looking over the four-leaf clover that I never knew before. Happy days are here again. The stars are bright and clear again. And da 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 da. Happy days are here again, and I'm in a happy days. I'm in a very happy days.
Oh, exciting times now!
And it was one of my favourite TV programs, Happy Days on TV. And I'm literally in the happy days now. I'm in a happy days.
It sounds like you are completely euphoric, considering you've just medicated yourself, and as you say, 10, 20 minutes, it really starts to...
Happy D... No, can I say this, Benny? Happy D-A-Z-E. Happy days. Happy days.
Yep, you are entitled
I'm in my
opinion.
days. I'm in my days again. My days. It's my days. In my days.
I'd hate to have to censor you.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Kiwi Bear Mazda.
My show, the show with Bruce Russell in my day.
I'm going. This is silly.
No, I'm just saying this is very quickly. The show in my day on Saturday nights in my day. It's a very high rating show on News Talk ZB.
I hear what you're saying. Yes.
In my day.
Yes. In my day.
What's Bruce Russell 20 years older on a Talkback show, and 20 years it'll be in my days. D-A-Z-E.
D-A-Z-E. I get it. Okay, hey, Recap Dave, I'm just going to put you backstage. Can you just stand by?
Yeah.
We're going to bring you back on, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Recap Dave, still in Spain. You getting a bit wound up?
Wound up. I'm really sensitive to people's vibes, and it's just this issue that I have. It's all very well. He's a lovely guy and he's very talented. I don't know. It's just this problem I have, and it's just like I don't know how to deal with it. Like to not be affected by people's stuff, negative.
He's a very intense character. I figured out how to deal with the guy. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to stage you backstage just momentarily. I've got a caller backstage. Do you mind if I bring him through?
Kiwi Bear?
We've got Kiwi Bear on the line.
Awesome. Go for it.
Please stand by. Okay, we are live streaming. This is Open Line Talk. The show is almost coming to an end. We have got a caller. We're going to bring you through.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, caller. Is that Kiwi Bear?
There's Kiwi Bear.
Nice to hear you, Kiwi Bear. Thank you so much for calling in on the show. It's great to hear your voice. I appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to call in. And have you been enjoying the broadcast so far?
I think, first of all, Silly looks lovely. Lovely. Pink brings out her eyes.
Thank
Thane?
you so much for that, Kiwi Bear Muzzer. That's very kind of you. She is our intern, and we've got her working down there all day.
I think Thane did a beautiful job, and he's blossoming every show, blossoming,
He really
blooming
is.
like autumn.
He's looking good, and he's been really working hard and booking some amazing guests.
Well, talking about amazing guests, about 2 years ago, a certain person called Kiwi Andy Benny Mack introduced the world to Lab before they made their big break. And now I can't get rid of Lab. Yeah. No, good on you, Benny, because I never would have known about Lab had you have not introduced it.
Yeah, well, we actually had an interview with the manager, didn't we?
You did indeed, sir. And it's great the guests that are coming on.
Where are you calling from over there, mate?
Over in the Australian land.
Oh, buddy.
Well, we've got some. We've actually got some speculation, haven't we? We've actually got some breaking news, everybody. So, you're gonna want to hold your breath for this one. What's happening at that end, man? Have we got in some speculation, or how's it looking? It seems concerning.
On what avenue, what topic? In Australia?
Yeah, our Australian counterpart.
I've been listening to a lot of different opinions, and the thing they keep coming back, and being half Australian, they keep coming back saying the same thing, Benny, is Australians know when to yell at you and when to scream, and they're really, really putting their foot down over this China-Australia political debacle, and they're turning around and saying, you will not enslave us, and we will not bow down to your Chinese system. Now, this is coming back through very different sources that don't know each other. So am I to believe that we're actually in the system, and that we've actually bowed to it, and that we're not standing up, speaking, saying, hey, why are we bowing to it?
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes you think.
It makes you wonder. Now, over there, of course, vaccines are very hot topic, and closer to home, what's happening with our colleague?
Our colleague. Our very special colleague,
Tasmaniac.
Yes, we have yet to confirm a very someone who you've already broken into the IP2 world, and he broke in and then got kicked out. And unfortunately, if you research him, like a lot of people through cancel culture, some nasty uploads are the first things that come up.
Right.
And it is so guttering of human beings to actually show what comes out of them and what for. So I'm in a very, very different space where we're trying to confirm whether someone's actually passed away from the first jab, and whether he has actually had a heart attack, and whether he never stream again because he's passed away. So
yeah, and it could either be that, or it might just be some trolls, some
could be some trolls. Could also be a beautiful flag that means go away. I've had enough, and this is my end story. The thing that brings to light is it was broadcast live on an American IP2 show that knows our friend in Tasmania, and his son was in the chat. So for your son to go over to a show or a channel that you know that your dad knows, and to say that in chat, you either got to hate your dad, or you've got to actually say, oh, he might be in prison, because that was on the cards coming up. He was due to court, and I think that was truly unfair for someone to show on YouTube some gel semi-automatic guns, what we call, sort of high tech
BB guns.
BB guns, or paintball guns, more high tech with smaller bullets, and then someone who happened to be they happen to know him, and they happen to be a viewer, and they happen to actually turn the police and think it was quite entertaining to actually set him up and actually watch the whole thing and hear about it. So it's quite narcissistic to go down that road, but that's taken a toll on him mentally for a whole year. We've seen that. So that court wasn't due.
Scary.
Yeah, it was due soon. So everything's sort of like, wow, no way, this is poor timing. And the fact emails, messages, and answer phones, and phones aren't being picked up just makes me even more nervous.
Okay, well, hey, thanks for the update, QBM, as we usually end the show around 11 PM, so I think we're going to bring it to a conclusion. So to bring the tone of the call and the showdown, but I mean, I must say it's been a good show. Regardless of these whether this is true or not, we've had a great show, and Taz is a great guy, and we wish him all the best. Yes. And also to recap, Dave, what a brilliant caller! What a hearty caller. And actually, on that note, recap, Dave, you're back on the line. Selena, Spain, you're back on the line. This is open line talkback. Do you guys want to have a quick yarn?
All right.
Selena, don't look like you're asleep.
Hi again. I'm not asleep.
Selena,
no, I'm not asleep.
No. I was saying, Selena, you're muted. Oh my gosh, she's muted.
My audio was off.
Oh Jesus! Excellent.
Sorry.
I was thinking, gosh, she's quite quiet.
Yeah, no. I was listening to what Kiwi Bear was saying. He just said something struck a chord with me. I'm not going to disclose it here on the internet. It was fucking something that in the heart. Okay? And I'm not going to share it. I'm fucking not going to share it. No way.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck's listening. I don't know how judgmental people are. And yeah, you don't know me. Yeah, you don't know me. Just like you, Dave. People don't know you. They know your your public character, or they know what you do, or but there's much more to a person than what you see. There's who you're related to, and why people do the things they do, or
but over the last few weeks, Selena, you've come a long way.
Oh really? Thank you. Well,
it's pretty easy to personally attack someone and to be triggered. We're all human. But unfortunately, the guy I was speaking about, I've known for 3 years, and I knew him through Benny Mack.
I don't know who you were talking about.
Yes. You can imagine if you found out Benny Mack had his first injection, had a heart attack, and then someone that knows Benny Mack told someone. And that's all we know. It's really sad. You can imagine if you found out Benny Mack had his first injection, had a
audio issue. Did you mute
Well, that
it?
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Benny Mack, don't have a heart attack. Obviously, take care of yourself, everyone. You know, and I say that Dave as well. You know, I know people that have been on Elizabeth and dropped them down and tucked them on risperidone, so I know exactly what he's talking about and the effects that it can have on the human body. It can really play a positive change. Yeah. So I think a lot of people are feeling anxiety naturally, even if you're considered normal. You know what I mean?
I was feeling a lot of anxiety today.
Yeah, and I don't have an Elizabeth in my wallet. You know, it's you can really relate to how someone is feeling. Going, hang on a second. You know, I know this is me, but I'm one Selena that think of my great-great-grandchildren, or think of my great-great-grandparents and what they've been through in the 1920s and 30s. And so when you say it things trigger you and things hit home and things really, and you don't know me.
It's just like I can say something, but then it's going to get interpreted if I'm not specific about it.
It's humans. You know, you got 30 people listening and only 15 will really get it. And out of that 15, 5 people will really be on your page and 2 people will want to actually engage. You know, it's
someone once said to me, feelings don't have a timeline.
Nice. I like it. That's beautiful.
That's quite good. Yeah.
You know, it's like death cannot kill what will never die, and that's love.
Yeah.
You know,
love
and
it's
something that we I wish we had someone from the 1920s that was still alive that could actually share someone like Dame Kirby,
you know,
or the Māori.
Some of us have acting experience, so look at this. If you had your camera on, see this? This is a boa, and this is from probably 1920s, maybe even 1880s, 1890s. But anyway, it's the boa, the feather boa, has a wonderful history, and probably our great grandparents or party animals, great parents. Yeah, so good on them. We're getting dressed up, jazzed up.
Yes.
Put on a little bit of lippy, and let's go out and paint the town red and just have a lot of fun and inspire and dance and sing and
Those are the real dance days.
Yeah.
Walking home with your lantern.
The romantics. It just seemed like quite romantic back then.
I think you're absolutely correct. If you were to talk about romance in 2021, holy heck, I think a lot of people would struggle. Would really, truly struggle. Yet if we went back 50 years and says, Granddad, Uncle, tell me something romantic, the tricks, we've lost how to love. We've lost how to love. And fear will do that, especially if it's propaganda and it's admitted to be propaganda. One thing I found really interesting over the last 2 days for anyone that's listening is I listened to a podcast from a very, very wealthy American Asian who had his upbringing in the military. And he said the economic book that you get taught in a military school is completely different from the economics taught in high schools and universities. And the reason for that is you have to stand on your own 2 feet and actually think and make money when you go into that sort of military mindset. Where in schools, they're basically programming them to be the next, I don't know, I would say warehouse manager, but it's going to be replaced by an automatic forklift. So I really do think the New Zealand Ministry of Education, they all need to quit, and we need to have some real forward thinkers to overhaul our Ministry of Education, because we've been following an American system that has proven to be unsuccessful for over 10 years. And the children are only edifying it. They're only edifying it. I'm sorry, but Pokemon is not going to bail us out of shit in 20 years.
I think as kids have so many dreams, and the beautiful thing about kids is that most of the time they don't have inhibitions. Kind of like, when.
Well, that's been programmed to take their inhibitions out, and it has been cleverly done over the last 2 years, where we used to refer to these people as children, and now we refer to them as baby goats. And this happened, and he was a very, very truthful man on the radio, and bless his soul for it. But we have been adopting an American language on purpose through our education system. And when I questioned it at a particular upmarket primary school, they quoted the American standard of education and said that homework is proven in America to be pointless and cause more stress, so we don't issue out English and mathematics homework anymore. So we are following an American system. So for people that feel proud to be British, John Key made sure that that was eliminated.
Where are you right now? Are you calling from New Zealand or Australia?
Me?
Yeah.
Where am I physically at the moment?
Yeah.
Is I'm in a beautiful city that's on lockdown, which is illegal, called Auckland.
Oh, so you're in Auckland. Why isn't your camera on?
Oh, I normally have my comedy thing on, but because I've used this for the first time, it doesn't come up with my
Right. Are you using your
my
phone?
profile. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I like my phone camera is pretty good, but it's sort of, when I put it on landscape, it sort of squashes it down. You're gonna have to scroll around if you want to type anything. And it's but I'm really, really proud that you called in. Like, thank you.
No, I loved giving you crap 2 weeks ago and seeing you take it, because I need to, Selena. You need to be able to fire it back like the older sister, because I have seen some disgusting comments go Benny Mack's way over the last 3 years.
I know.
And for a woman to read that, it really does need someone to go, oh, hang on a second.
Well, because he's given me this opportunity, which I'm very grateful for, to share his platform, I just persevered, harassed, stalked, until he just really couldn't say no. So
nah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
He's still angry, but he just has to put up with it because Thane likes me.
Exactly, and your foot's in the door.
Yeah, my foot's in the door.
He's not the guy that will kick your foot out of the door. He's not. He does want you to grow, though. Then he will always.
It makes me sad.
Why?
Because I just get misunderstood, and that's not what my intention is.
That's the beauty of it. Is you acknowledge that people will misunderstand you, right? You can't change that. All you can do is come back the following week and do your best not to be misunderstood. Sophia proved that. She proved it. Like, I honestly, when I first met Sophia, I could have fucking slapped her in the face. Now I've got a schoolboy crush on her. I've got a schoolboy crush on her. Don't tell her, but I got a schoolboy crush on her. She's lovely. Yeah. She is not easy to understand at first. Neither am I.
Yeah.
Now the thing being is when you tell her to shut up and get on the page, and she gets on that page, you've got to give her credit. You know what I mean? Because she has pulled back a little bit and listened, and she's had some cool guests. Like, I love fashion. I really think New Zealand buys too much Aussie. I'm half Aussie, but we buy too much Aussie because it gets sent to us, and it's not what we want to wear. It's all the shit that they don't want to sell, or they can't sell in Aussie, and they send it to us. We need to go, this is what we want to wear. We want to have feathers around our necks. You know, we want to bring out all that beauty, all that pioneer love in our fashion.
Yeah, a lot of people just so bored. A lot of people aren't doing express themselves.
You know, we've got such culture. We've got the Māori culture. It's quite easy to tap into that, saying, hey, I want to start a Maori brand. can you help me? You're my local tribe. Yeah, bro, you come to the right place. We've got Pacific culture, and we should be encouraging all of them. You should be pushing it back to your own culture, your own crowd. You should be launching a New Zealand clothing Pacific brand back to your own culture. Great, fantastic. What about Indians? What happened to New Zealand being so innovative is because we don't teach innovation. We also don't teach financial literacy.
Yeah, people, maybe there's a little bit of a confidence issue.
Well, it's not. It's four things that we do not teach in the schools that you have to teach your children, or as people refer to now because it's so commonly known, kids. You know, it's like, gosh, we used to love God, now we're worshiping baby goats. It's people don't realize what's actually happened. Is they've got rid of faith and they've got rid of love, and they're bringing out wicked is good. Wicked is cool.
I don't think everyone. I can actually say, as a fact, I don't think people have given up on faith, because I know a lot.
No, they haven't. I'm not talking about people. I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about a system. A system where you watch a media and they'll constantly repeat the same thing.
Yeah, the news is actually quite hectic. I've been listening to more music lately and haven't really been taking in the news. It's actually really boring and kind of.
Well, it's not news, is it? When you can flick over the same channel, when you can flick over the radio and you've got the same advert or the same message, or you're listening to the news and you flick over, you listen to that news and you flick over to another channel and you've got the same wording.
Dave.
Dave, what do you reckon?
I can't see you. Who's this? Who am I talking to?
It's Kiwi Bear Mazda.
Oh, Mazda. I've heard of Mazda. Who is Mazda? Who is Mazda? Who's that? I've heard of
I think Mazda's still trying to work out.
He's one of the people in the chat. He's a He's a chat member.
Has he been on Talkback Radio? Has he been a Talkback Radio announcer before?
Only as Brian.
Brian.
Who's Brian? Can we talk to Brian?
Yes.
You want to talk to Brian?
Were you announcing?
I'm a long-time listener. I'm a long-time listener, Dave. First-time caller. How can I help you, mate?
Now, Brian,
I recognise your voice. Were you? Were you Bruce and Joe?
I was Brian. I used to ring up Larry, and I used to ring up the guy in the mornings as well, and talk about my concerns for the John Key government. Yeah, no, that's good. I reckon we should sell everything and jump ship. Yeah.
You sound a bit like not Puri. What's his name? P.O. Are you P.O.?
Oh, P.O. the comedian. Yeah, from Wellington. No, he's a talented man though.
Oh yeah,
very talented.
Yes, he's good. I think he's amazing.
Yes.
I've always liked P.O. He's amazing.
P.O.'s got a lot of. It's amazing how much talent.
He was on a week of it, I think, or McFarlane Gadsby. Was P.O. on a McFarlane Gadsby in the 1980s?
Yeah, I think so. Gosh, you're bringing out all the good names, aren't you?
Yeah, he's amazing. Because David McFall died last year. David McFall died, and also John Gadsby died about 4 or 5 years ago.
Where is our future talent? Because if we don't focus on talent, we're going to be copying talent, and the talent's going to be requested from overseas, and we're just going to be so boring.
Yeah.
We will have nothing to offer this world. Yeah, New Zealanders could take a piece of wire and create a coat hanger with it, you know. Now, order it online. Oh, you can keep the plastic one. You don't.
Do you know what I say? How do you say? Listen to this. How do you say? Tino Koto?
Tino Koto katoa.
5.
What?
No. How do you say? How do you say 10 coat hangers 5 times? 10 times. Tino coat hanger. Tino coat hanger. Tino coat hanger. Tino. Sorry. Tino coat hanger. That's 100. 10, 20. That's 50 times. Tino coat hanger. Tino coat hanger. Tino 10. Coat hanger. Tino coat hanger. Sorry, it's funny. Sorry, it's my stupid joke. Because I.
At least it's clean, Dave. You know? At least it's clean.
Pardon?
At least it's a clean joke.
Yeah,
You know?
I know, but I anglicized Maori with my own pronunciation. That sounds really weird, you know?
No, but I love it. I love that. And the world needs that. The world needs to be proud. You know one thing I hate? I really hate it. And I hate the word. And I do not think New Zealand should even use the word. It's called Indigenous. I've never looked at a Maori brother, sister and said, oh, you're classified as an Indigenous. You know what I mean? It's sort of like, when I think Indigenous, I think maybe Australian Abo, because they're always quoting it. And now, since they've signed that UN and they've brought in the Maori government with the UN, whoever goes to the UN and signs on behalf of Maoris that don't actually know that they're any part of it is actually corrupt for a start. But I think the word Indigenous and referring to New Zealand Maori as Indigenous and classifying them and categorizing them and telling them, you're special, you're Indigenous, you're going to have to apply through this file now. And you're not special, you're not Indigenous, so you're not entitled to that. You know what I mean? It's to me, it's now I see what it just smells like a skinny little weird white man behind a desk in Wellington came up with it, and it had nothing to do with the tribe. No. Because if you go and ask a tribe, can we refer to you as an Indigenous? You probably won't go home.
But with comedy, I like P.O. and I like P.O. still around, but I like Billy G. James as well. How he could always be funny and take the piss. He could really be funny and make everyone laugh. But he actually,
so tell me,
unfortunately, gangs actually targeted him, and they drive-by shooting at his house because they didn't like his humour, and that's just so sad. And that led to
Dave. Do you know, Dave? I'll tell you a fact.
Yeah, it's heart transplant. Yeah.
I've stood in that same bedroom and seen those holes because I knew a person that bought that house.
Yeah.
In Titirangi. So the holes weren't the size of your finger. That it would probably, the holes would be like a BB gun size. You know, it's enough. The end. Yeah, the end of they left the holes in the wall. It's like, you bought a house and sold it. Yes, we bought a house and left the holes in it. It's like, okay, sweet, fine, that's cool. So I actually know.
Well, they have to be powerful bullets to go through wood.
Yeah, well, the thing being is, if you go, it's the bullet size would be a little bit bigger than a BB gun bullet. Okay, so it'll be a smaller size gun. You know,
I don't know anything about guns.
Put it this way: no bigger than a pen, the end of the pen. You know. Yep. Wasn't this great big friggin' hole you could see outside, but it was enough for an air vent to come through the house. That, with what went down in New Zealand, there have been many celebrities targeted. Many celebrities that have passed on that they said, oh, they were up to all sorts. I'm just trying to keep an eye on who's current, because I know that there's some shady stuff going on in Wellington. And even Wellington people know there's some shady stuff being treated on Aucklanders. So it's about coming together, Dave.
But when you say many celebrities, have there been celebrities targeted as what more than just Billy G. James? There's lots more been targeted.
I think if you were 50 years down the track, you'll find out, because no celebrity is going to turn around and say, "Oh yeah, I was targeted." You know, that to me is above the police. You know, it's the people that actually are above the police. You know what I mean? And when you
guys,
you do it, Dave.
I've just
We're getting
had,
carried away.
I've just had our legal representative call us on the hotline, and they've said, "Look, we're going to have to call it to the end. It's 11:31, guys."
I feel that's so sad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, this has been one hell of a show. Do you guys have any? Look, I had to cut you guys off mid-conversation, but do you happen to have any final thought there, Kiwi Bear?
Yeah, I think now's the time that we actually do need to come together with our brothers and sisters that we don't get on. Now's the time that we actually do need to actually have some love and actually go back to our great-grandparents' roots. Now's the time to actually really care for the elders that you know. That you've been told not to talk to your neighbours. Now is the time to introduce yourself to your neighbours. Now is the time not to be afraid. And now is the time to walk through as an Aotearoan, as a New Zealander, as a Kiwi, and as a beautiful human being. Have yourself a special night, people.
Okay, beautiful words there. Thanks for calling in, Muzza. I'll recap. Dave, do you have any final thoughts there, my brother?
Very quickly, a question to ask as well was: did your representative say we were talking too long, or we've gone over the time?
Yeah, it is running. We are running a bit late.
The subject about what we were saying, was that something that was a bit dodgy when we were talking, because we were asking questions about that sort of being targeted.
Yeah, we might have been going into a bit of taboo sort of a line of communication there.
And I respect that host. I apologise.
I was just totally concerned about if that's. I was very upset if that's ever happened, more than just the Billy T. James. Yeah, the late Billy T. James. Okay. Anyway, so it's happened to anyone else. I'd hate it to whether it happened to
all I'm saying is I'd hate to lose our pie sponsorship.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, anyway, my last thing is saying thanks, Benny Mack, and keep being cool and keep out of school and keep being cool.
Going back to school. They can't make me a chef.
Keep out of your spa pool. Keep out of your spa pool and keep taking the medication, which is different to mine. Okay, bye.
Okay, thanks, Dave. I'll keep you backstage there, my brother, so you can watch the end of the show. Okay, cheers, Kiwi Bear Muzza. Selena Spain, thanks for joining us this evening. We touched on some pretty heavy subjects tonight.
Yes.
But you took it in your stride, kid.
Yes, I'm a good kid. I got a lot of heart, kid. Okay, so yeah.
Yep.
I was actually going to.
Baby goat, right?
Oh, what? What?
So what were you going to say? What's your thoughts there?
I just wanted to close with a song.
Do you want to perform a song, or what
yeah, I wanted to perform a song because I learned it when I was on a course when I was 17. Because I left school at the end of sixth form, and then I went and did 3 courses in the year of which would have been 7th form, 17 years old. So yeah, we
have got a performance, ladies and gentlemen, to round out the show. Now, is it going to be a cappella? Do you have a guitar? Is it going to be, do you have a backing track prepared? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Selena Spain bringing you the outro.
Okay, is it loud? Okay. I just want to apologize in advance for any mispronunciation of the Māori words in this song. This song is what I believe it's about a fantail. I had a friend over from the UK that I met maybe like 15 years ago, and yeah, I sung it to him and he thought it was really cool. So I just sing it to people who matter. So I might not be pronouncing it right, so I'll just crack into it. And if you want to like say it's shit, that's fine. But I just need to share, and that's just who I am. So, okay. Pipi pororo waya tamai ona hoepa. Pipi pororo. Emehi atura kia katoe kato te rangi marie meteroa kia ka pipi wharoroa wea tamai ona oe pipi wharoroa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your performance, Selena Spain. You have an excellent evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another broadcast of Talking Smack with Benny Mack in association with Talkback with Thane Sophia.